Hey everyone, you guys are so lucky to have me on tonight. Having a lot of problems with my eye. I'm telling you, it's just to say that I'm able to. No, I can't really see much, eh? Ooh, turn up the light. I'm like a vampire. When I turn up the light, I can hardly see you. Hi everyone, how's it going? Get me laughing in a bit. That's all part of life. Today was a bad day for the eye, and then I'll be on and off screen. Don't know if I'm going to stay on. I'm going to still be happy, funny, try to laugh once in a while, but it's pissing me off a little bit. Um, Live viewer comments show up on StreamYard. This is an example. Why is that there? Click on the comment to show it on screen. I know that. Oh, look, it works. Friend Pat is in the house. It's time for Moonmaster Friday. I'm already in a good mood. Call me Moonmaster, guys. I get in a good mood. That's how it is. Canada. What's going on with Canada? I'll tell you what's going on with Canada and all the countries. Those UFOs that have just been popping up all over the world, it's freaking the defense of every country out. Why? Is it because it's China? Is it Russia? Or is it really an alien? Right? An alien civilization or alien being? On the news today in Harvard, at Harvard, some important big talkers at Harvard are saying that there are extraterrestrial spacecraft beside the sun. They didn't use spacecraft, they just said alien objects, right? But of course, you can say that it's alien to us, but they're not talking about it being alien to us. They're talking about it being alien beings. Oumuamua, the asteroid, when it went by, it caused a lot of hype for a lot of scientists where they were saying, well, why all of a sudden, for the first time, this incredible, you know, elongated asteroid comes into the atmosphere? Makes absolutely no sense. Hold them for treason. Are you seeing what Trudeau's doing too? Unreal. Oh no, can't they own the police who have no balls? Yeah, now it's time for the army to take control of our country while the procute, yeah, Trudeau and his team. So maddening. So maddening to hear what Trudeau's saying this afternoon also. And of course, I can't even talk about the infiltration from China, what's going on. It's maddening not to be able to talk about that one. I think I'm going to have to make a last minute after the video here. I'm going to be posting. I'm going to be up all night working on the next video, by the way. I want to head to the moon to get some more controversial things out in the research that I have in the research. But this is what's going on. Those UFOs are all over the world. And now Canada wants to grow the military. Now they're sending up microsatellites for surveying and listening in orbit and whatnot. There's talk of an attack basically here from China, actually. That China is attacking Canada, and that they're not only attacking Canada, I believe they've infiltrated some certain companies and associations, and we're hearing about the money laundering now. Star Hunter, how's it going? Thank you very much, my friends, for coming back and enduring me speaking for 2 hours. Hey, bro, Casa Nostra, thanks for being here, bud. Bobana, how's it going? Lisa B, hey, Moonmaster. I like Moonmaster. Ugh, get chills. The trolls don't like it so much. Thank you very much, Lisa B. All in good fun, of course. See, that's the only reason why people call me Moonmaster, is because my head never got swollen. If after the first capture of UFO, I would have, they say that money changes people. They say that fame changes people. Not everybody, though. Some people remain very humble. Some people, there's a lot of big channels out there that a lot of people are really in love with the creators, and not all creators, not putting them down there. Got some good channels out there. Not all creators are responding back to people. For me, my thing was interacting with everyone in the community, because if there's no community, you don't have a channel. So I think it's pretty important to interact with the community right off the bat. David Donlin, number 5. Awesome, my friend. Hey, it's bad, Jason. Absolutely bad, man. Hey, you want to come on and talk, bro? You got time? Let me know, Jason, if you have time to come on before I slap the link up. So come on. Come on down. Star Hunter, thanks again. Eyes wide open, 3045. Lots of changes in Canada, Jason, man. Lots of shit going on. Unfortunately, we can't talk about the pandemic and stuff, but it would be such an interesting conversation. But we're stuck talking about UFOs, about stuff we're allowed talking about. But we're losing Canada something really, really crazy, like out of a science fiction novel. You hear about the police stations, Montreal, everybody? Corianne, yeah, boy, how's it going? Thanks for being here. Margaret Leach is in the house. Thanks a lot, Corey. Grandmaster UV, I've been proposing lots of satellites for UFO surveillance. Well, it's working because they're sending them up. That's what they're doing. Just saw something on YouTube. It's true that Tucker Carlson just got fired from Fox. It was inevitable. I don't know. I know that there was talk about the possibility, but it was just in the air that people were talking about the possibility that Tucker Carlson could lose his job at Fox News. Tucker Carlson, for those who don't know, I'm sure a lot of you here do know, came out with some information on the event at the Capitol, which we're not allowed talking about. I even got a strike about that. But in reality, the whole truth, the whole story is coming out, and he's exposing it. But there was something else that he was supposed to expose yesterday. He was, and they were very careful the way they said this, is Alex Jones. He was stopped, Tucker Carlson, possibly by someone from bringing out more information about what happened on J6. Planet Ottawa in the house, live long and prosper. Yes. I was going to say live, long and prosper. Patty, thanks for being here. As always, thanks for the great support throughout the years, Patty. Mr. Justin Branch in the house. Nice to see you, brother. Scratch, thanks for coming back, brother. Oh, yeah. Yep, and that's all. It's just the people. But the corruption is incredible. I've in Ontario, guys, the people they're hiring there in the politics are people from China. Literally. Couldn't even understand the guy speaking. I don't know what's going on, but we're being very friendly with Chinese people all of a sudden. It has nothing to do with the Chinese people. Always very important, those just arriving to this channel, when I talk about a country, Ukraine, Russia, which will be rare, China, I'm talking about the ones running the show. If I talk about the Chinese, the CCP, I'm talking about. The people of each country are the good ones, but the ones running the show are definitely not the good ones. Thank you very much, Darlema, for being in the house. Should hope you're feeling better and better every day, Darla. Yes, absolutely. And coming back in a strong way, as she always is very supportive of the channel. We're always more than happy to have her back. Sorry, just come in and streaming from Tucker Carlson supposedly being fired. Not good news. Not good news. Let's take a little quick look at that then, real quickly. I say it's a good thing, guys. If Tucker Carlson loses his job, At Fox, it's because what he was going to bring out, I heard, this is confirmed that I heard this, it's going to change the whole system. And he did say, we're investigating on this and we will expose it. So there was talk of them, the elites, wanting to have Carlson Tucker banned from posting what he posted, and then they were on Fox's ass. So maybe Fox gave in to the elites and fired Tucker Carlson. And if he did, you could be sure what's going to happen. You'll see him on Alex Jones on Banned Out Video. He's going to pop up or show up somewhere for sure. But if I check real quick, I'll know right away if Tucker Carlson got fired. Take a quick look here. Thanks, everyone, for coming in. Thanks for being here. Secret war against free speech has blown. Congress framing China for, okay, the Jan 6 footage. Future of warfare, declassified military docs, proves, don't see anything yet, but I think it's only a matter of time, eh? On Banned Out Video, Alex Jones, at this time, 8 o'clock, he probably will be posting it. But they do not want Tucker Carlson to air the footage of J6. And he has been actually showing, some of that footage. There's my brother's channel, guys. If you guys don't know my brother, it's Jason John Swartz. And you can check out his channel. Give him some love, some encouragement. Hook up with him. He's a good guy. All Swartzes are good guys. Mama Bear, hello, and everybody, thank you very much for being here. Thank you, Lisa. Castro Boy, yeah, Dwayne, you said it. Castro Boy going down along with the clown cabinets. I effing hope so. Literally hope so. He's getting in a lot of trouble right now. Anyways, I'm telling you that. HD live feed network for watching Earth like ISS. That's very interesting. Grandmaster UV. I wish you a lot of luck with that and success, because it's a hell of a good idea, obviously. Says, I'm going to try to make a public access satellite HD live feed network for watching Earth like ISS HD cam, but all over the place, and also maybe a UFO surveillance program on top of that. Sounds really good. Sounds really good. Very good idea, actually. Justin Trudeau's Castro's China agenda. He sold out a very long time ago. Oh, absolutely. He's been traveling around in his private jet. Sorry for me screaming. For about 8 years now. And Pierre Poilievre just made a video. Wait, Bruce Elmer Fudd just made a video, conservative leader, about the fact that he has to wait hours to board a plane for federal agents and federal workers. They're having problems boarding the planes. He changed everything. When he came in, since Justin Trudeau has been here in Canada, 30,000 people that died of drugs, right? Drug problems. There's an incredible amount of gang fights now in Canada. 92% more, by the way, since Justin Trudeau has been in office. He's not doing anything good. Plus those spy balloons from China seen in the U.S. Yes, absolutely. Marilyn, caught you live. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate that. We have just banned Chinese phone companies from Australia. That should be a good thing, though. A little too late, but they got plenty info already. See, that's the thing. It's the damage is done. They got information from Canada, from everyone in Australia, from the States, the UK, France, all the countries. The data breach. We've heard of a lot of data breaches also, right? During the past couple of years. Does it have anything to do with the UFOs? I wonder if all this and the agenda and everything has to do with some of that. Thank you, Lisa B. Appreciate it. Love you for it. I'll just leave that pinned there for the rest of the show. Thanks again, Justin, for being here. Scratch. Yeah, you guys. Hey, Dusty Yug in the house. Thank you very much. See y'all later. Hope to have a nice group on live. Gonna get a bit of ZZ. Bye for now. Absolutely, Peter. We're here, my brother. You can stop on a bit later and come and see us. And if not, next time, whatever, you're always welcome. Some interesting streams. We always have some interesting streams. Donnie Foster, how's it going, brother? Nice to see you, man. Right on. Justin Branch in the house. Yeah, when you come back. In the 90s, I told my best friend we're having a quiet takeover. It's exactly what it is. Look at Vancouver stores and shops of limited French and English. Absolutely. Started here in Quebec a while back with the Bill 101, where we weren't allowed having English signs anymore, just the French ones first and the English ones after. Lots of fighting with English and French here. And back in the days, there's a lot of French people in Quebec that do not like English people. That is 100%. You could say that there's English people that don't like the French. I think it's inevitable that it's in every country. But in general, all my French neighbors and stuff, in general, people, English, French, get along. In general, things change once in a while. Lisa Eckerly, thank you so much. I love you. The one and only Moonmaster. Thank you guys for being so kind, silly. I'm not worthy. Thanks, you guys. We're losing the United States like something out of a science fiction novel. It sucks. It really is. It's horrible. Canada, what they did here in Canada, it's just unimaginable. And it's not really out in the news that much what how they stopped. The most right after China, the most strict lockdowns were here in Canada. That's how bad they said it was. Imagine. But I'm praying for the US all the time. There's good news though, David? The good news is coming out. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been long. The shit's already done. The worst things have happened already. I get it. Now what's happening to Canada, we're very frightened here, is China is going to be pushing on the attacks in the associations, businesses, possibly the grid, electrical grid here. So not too happy about that. Margaret Leach, love you. Thank you so much for coffee or gear. Thanks for generous contributions, you guys. Really appreciate it. Absolutely. I'm watching your shows, Bruce. Love your voice and your info. Marilyn, thank you so much. No, I really appreciate you guys and gals for watching the channel. There's so much hidden from us that the governments are hiding from us. The ones that are whistleblowers, or just like me, was lucky enough to have an interaction with spirits and lights and to be able to actually document it on video. It's not something that's all over yet, right? There's probably a lot of people doing it. They're probably being suppressed like me and many other people. And it's a sad thing because there's a lot of people that are interested in the work I'm doing, a lot of people. And there would be a lot more interested in it. We're all together in it, in this, wanting to know the truth about what's on the moon. I'm no genius. I'm not better than anyone else, but I have like to say that I believe that I've helped a little bit, a lot, contribute into the UFO community to bring some truth. People only have to come to the channel to see that truth. It's not very hard. You watch 5 or 6 of my videos. It's always some captures and some sightings. I go through all the captures continually that I've gotten through the years also, which has always upset the trolls. I'm ready. I hope they don't mess with me. Damn right. Same here. Same here. Exactly why police stations, embassies do the visas, driver licenses. Yeah. They're looking for Chinese people that defected from China. And at the same time, they're supposed to be here to be helping them. They have no business here if it was not mentioned to us before. I don't want to have anything to do with China, CCP sending their shit associations on Canadian soil. Canadian guys and gals, we're nuts. We'll kick your ass. Protests in Canada and stuff like that. People go, Canada is such a peaceful country. It's peaceful when the government's not doing shit like this. I'll tell you that. It's people are waking up. They have to. Atlantis is found channel. Thank you so much for the generous contributions, you guys. I love you for it. Great info. Nice to have genuine people to watch in these times. Atlantis, I appreciate that. I really appreciate that, you guys. Thank you so much. Well, then that's probably what it is. There's also could be a very big rumor going around, Maryland. Thanks for being a member, you guys, at the same time. There could be some rumors going around. The rumor was that were they going to fire Tucker Carlson? They weren't going, maybe they're not going to, right? I would have a hard time believing that they're going to, because honestly, what that's going to do, guys, it's going to attract too much attention. Absolutely too much attention. Dwayne Beauchamp in the house. Thank you so much, Lisa B. If that happens, they'll lose a quarter of the viewers. Absolutely. And Tucker Carlson, well, you see, there's new alliances forming, right? And what's going to happen is Tucker Carlson could pop up on another television station and have a show given to him, or do something like, I don't know, a talk show or something like that. It'd be nice to know that he could do that. He would do that. Chuck E. Cheese wanted to stop to the release by Foxy Lady. Interesting. No, wait, Tucker gets fired. He is Fox News. Yeah, probably not. Like I said, I would be surprised if they fire Tucker Carlson, but not that surprised, honestly. If they do, it's because what he was going to bring out was going to end the elites shit show. They're done. Fauci wanted now. You see all the videos with the icons, people putting Fauci wanted everywhere. Can't talk about that either. Gain of funk. Can't say it. As always, Scratch, thank you very much, man. Double streamers, always a pleasure, Darla. Yes, thank you so much for coming back today. Time and time again, you guys. Thank you so much. Lisa and everyone for the generous contributions too. Margaret, you guys rock. Sorry to hear about Mitch falling and hitting his head after he ordered Fox Lady to stop the videos. Oh, I didn't know about that. Nostradamus predicted that the little yellow people will rule the world. I believe it. As a matter of fact, I believe that the problem is, I'm not kidding. I've always thought of this like since the beginning of time. What if when we go to all the moon and Mars to see what type of beings are there, what if it's all just Chinese people? Wouldn't be surprised. Silicon Valley Bank folding and Wells Fargo banks closing doors. I heard long lines in Cali. I don't know if they got their money, though. Apparently not. No one's going to get their money. They're going to get a portion of it Monday. And nobody knows if they're not going to withhold everybody's money. That's what I heard. Listen. Anyways, get your pitchforks ready and your warm clothes. We're going to be regrouping. I tell you, Silicon Valley Bank, from the space domain, let me tell you this. The Space Association that does not want to be named, like how many space associations are there, right? Maybe more today, but not that many. With a name that did not want to be heard and wanted to be held back, they said that they went to their bank. I don't know, maybe they wanted to go and buy some more rockets or something, right? They wanted to go touch some of the money that they had, this space launching company or whatever. They only had $450 available in their account. They have a lot more than that. Silicon Valley Bank, worth $2.12 billion approximately, has $72 billion in loans out to people. And the money that the people have is $3 billion or something like that. But the $2 billion that Silicon Valley owns, someone probably went there this morning and pulled out $2 billion, and that was it. Boom. $2 billion, bank's going to be closed. But you see, I have a problem with that. You want to know what I'm going to do if ever my bank closes down and tells me that they're not going to be able to pay me back the money? You know what I'm going to do. I can't say it. I can't say it here. I'll be arrested. You could be sure I'm going to stand up and I'll peacefully protest every day of the week if that happens. Thank you, Darla. The Simpsons, yeah. Tucker Carlson, yeah. And not Carlson Tucker. Yeah, same here, Marilyn. I've not heard it yet. I just went to see on my whistleblowing channels. I didn't see any of the news come up yet. You can be sure that CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBC, all the shit shows will be sharing that news the minute Tucker Carlson is fired. They'll be slobbering and salivating talking about it. The clip Tucker didn't talk about was the shaman. Yeah, the shaman. I heard of that. Receiving text from Trump to all go home. You're right about that, sir. Tucker wins for sure. He brought out the information already. It's already too late for them to do anything, I think. I really appreciate that, Darla. Please, guys and gals, do leave a thumbs up on the channel, but only if you find it interesting, because creators need that help for the algorithm of YouTube. YouTube will not share out a video if there's no thumbs up, if there's not many people watching. Like the 108 now that are watching, we're a little slow in the numbers today. Maybe people are just dying off, right? 1 point. There you go, Pat. Like Pat says, it'll probably be on Rumble. Yeah, it'll be something like that for sure. I hope to God that it all comes out. And there's a lot of other people that know what was supposed to come out, that them too are waiting to have permission, I guess, to bring it out. I hope the media crashes. I hope the sickening scumbags like CNN, basically everyone that's there. Saw Brian Smelter, I don't remember his name. There's Don Lemon. These are the scum of the United States of America. I'm sorry, but they are the scum. They're the ones that cause fights against the blacks and whites. They're very extremely racist. You know, they talk about homophobia. This guy, Don Lemon, listen, I saw that guy sit down and tell people that white people were the problem. But when you look at CNN, that's allowing this guy there, he lost his job too. He got booted out and then came back begging, crying for his job. I think Don Lemon. Stop by our beautiful Queen Mod Troll Smasher, Darla Lama's very beautiful channel. Thank you very much, Lisa B. He's actually live streaming now. I forgot on what channel, but he's live streaming. You mean Tucker Carlson, right? So could he be on band.video or maybe InfoWars with Alex streaming. It could happen. Alex is in contact with them a lot, but he's not really bringing up what they're saying. He said he was in contact with Joe Rogan too and a couple of people. The government doesn't want them hanging out, eh? And the worst of it is that these guys are getting more views than the media themselves. You know, Joe Rogan gets a lot more views than CNN and all the other media, 100%. People all over the world are fed up and standing. I love it too. We should be like Iceland. They literally went and dragged out the persons who were ruining the country. Yeah. And I even saw the video of that, which was something very beautiful. When people stand up, people win, Cressimer, thank you very much. Absolutely. And I respect all of your opinions. Listen, not everyone is a Fox fan for whatever the reason. I get it. I'm not valorizing Fox. I'm talking about Tucker Carlson when he brings some truth to the table. If he's talking about something, I've heard him talk before that about something that maybe I didn't really agree on, but he's not a bad person. He's a very good journalist, actually. He knows a lot, and of course, they're limited in what they can say. George Klaus, thanks you guys for coming back. Our friend Joel in the house. Hope your eye doesn't give you more. Yeah, man. Jip, dude, I'm telling you, drop me a link if you want. Yeah, man, absolutely. We'll absolutely drop a link in a couple of minutes maximum. Be able to talk about a whole bunch of stuff. Absolutely, he is very brave. Come see. Must be coming down to where my brother wrote something. If you wanted to come on or not. Thanks again, Lisa. William Shuttles, my hardworking friends in the house. Kevin McCarthy, I was just listening to him today and yesterday. Gave Tucker the surveillance tapes to roll with Chuck Schumer. Didn't like it. Oh, really, eh? Kevin McCarthy on top of it. With Chuck Schumer didn't want to, eh? Hannity, too, to some things that they were supposed to say didn't come out. Again, Gomsey, good morning to you. Amsterdam salutes you. Thank you, Amsterdam. Lots of love for you guys in Amsterdam. Really appreciate that. Aliaus Valhetlo in the house. Oh, yeah. Lots going on in the sun, too, man. Yep. They're releasing. I believe it. Everything is going to be released. It's going to be a beautiful moment. It's happening, guys. Lisa B, thank you so very much. We really appreciate you, Moo Master. Praying your eye feels better. You guys are awesome. I appreciate that. Absolutely. I'm hoping the eye will get better too so much. Joe, how's the laser study going, mate? Hope to have some free energy soon from your research. We're all waiting and voting on you, Joel. We need that free energy. Verbalization of the hand peak waving and all that stuff. Hand peak waving. What's up with the verbalization of the hand peak waving and all that stuff? Not sure, David, about that one. C-18 bill they're supposed to release here in Canada. They're doing a test March 16th. In 5 or 6 days, they're going to be stopping the test that they've been doing in Canada by blocking out news media, fake news media. They go, it's very important. People really online really want the truthful news. That never happened. Nobody ever said, oh, I'm so sick of all these fake news links and shit. It's bullshit. It's not true. People go to the fake ones. Some people enjoy watching them. Ever heard of National Enquirer, Reader's Digest, all these fake books of fake stories, that they sell to people? People know it's not real most of the time. You guys send away for your publisher's clearinghouse wins? All the bullshit they had all around us. God bless you, Ed McMahon. Okay, yeah. I don't use anything that they can detect me or who I am in reality. Aleos Valhatla, thank you very much, brother. You guys, as always, Crazy Music Space Jam. Give him some love. It's our friend Elias. And you can check out his music setup there if you guys are interested. Musicians. Justin's wife threw away the strap on. Yeah. Yeah, you could be sure that she was the one giving it to him. It wasn't the other way around. He's got no balls, eh? Literally. Confiscated videos from the Pentagon yeah, listen, there's lots of stuff that they're supposed to bring out to us and they're not bringing out. Lots of stuff. Like with Luis Elizondo. Give me a sec, guys. Refill of coffee here. Oh, damn lie. Bad eye run today. The lights are killing me. It's like I'm a vampire. Justin, everything we friggin' own as a knickknack or as material, probably even clothing, it's all made in China. The whole pharmacy that I have here, it's all pills from the pharmaceutical China because they own everything, you know? Canadians, you know where we get our grain and wheat? We grow it all and sell it. Don't know where it goes to, but we need Russia for grain. That's right. Isn't that awesome? Wouldn't trust the grain coming from there anymore. Watch your bank, 16th largest bank in the US, collapsed today. Yep, definitely watch your banks. I'm going to go pull out all my money, 190 bucks, right out of the bank. It's not going to change anything in my case. My God, I lost everything I owned. 190 bucks. That's good. Well, we'll get some more next week. The banks don't like me very much. A couple of hundreds of bucks every month or so that's distributed in there. They're like, no, not much going on there. Hey guys, I'm half listening in. That's good enough, Leah. How's it going? Watching Duke and Miami and listening to Tucker Carlson. Oh my gosh. So I'm missing this. Where do you think I'm going after this? Tucker Carlson all at the same time. Tucker's on right now, going to check the game out now. Absolutely. Good luck, Leah. Thanks for the heads up about that, about Carlson Tucker. Now the guy's mixing. I'm mixing up names because the guy mentioned Simpsons and I'm screwing it up with something Tucker, whatever his name is. Two-party, yeah, jets everywhere he goes. Yeah, this guy is a carbon mistake. It's exactly what's going on with this dude. Zdravo again. Thank you very much, Jordan73. My friend from Serbia, right? 2:16 a.m. in Serbia, here in Belgrade or Belgrade. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Serbia. The only reason why I've heard a lot about Serbia because I watched some videos, some Serbian videos, some cool Serbian videos. Since unfortunately this stupid war that's going on, I'm wishing the best for each and every one of you in Serbia. Hope you and your family are safe, and I hope everything turns out well. I hope the a de-escalation or peace talks will occur once, with all the tanks that are being sent there and the Leopard tanks and stuff that already Russia is selling to Iran now to back engineer all the top secret machinery that they're sending up there. Yeah, right. Real joke. Sugar Bee in the house. Thank you very much for being here. Alien Outlaw. Chinese connection. Yes, there's quite a connection. There's quite a connection in Canada with the Chinese, the CCP. Very sad that they're taking over. The CCP. Jerry Reed, thanks for coming in, man. Every country's people is on each other. That's right. We're one love, my friend. We have to stick together. Chip Snyder, how's it going? New subscriber here. Great stuff. What's your take on STS 48 footage? The STS 48, which one was that one? Hang on. The STS 48. Let's see. Is it that one? Is that the one where they show the UFOs flying around? Space shuttle mission was launched September 1991 from Kennedy Space Center. Of course, the orbiter was Space Shuttle Discovery. Primary payload was the Upper Atmosphere Research Satellite. Is that the one? I think it is STS 48. I have footage of rare footage that was sent to me from someone in the United States of America of the STS 48 footage. They went to the moon, my friend, around the moon to find out who was there and to observe them. They're observing the observers. That's definitely what they're doing. I got some badass footage from that mission of the UFOs. Thanks again, Lisa. Lisa and everyone else. They're all fixed, eh? I think they're all pretty much fixed. New subscribers, if you see me leaving the screen often, don't worry. I won't make a habit of it. A little eye problem today. Hey, Julie Stats in the house. Lifesavers, thank you very much. Trevor Williams, wishing you an amazing evening. Julie Stats. Trevor Williams, yes, sir. Smush the like. Karen Fitzpatrick. Thanks for the generous contributions at the same time. There were two names named Michael and Karen Fitzpatrick. Not in the video yet, but you'll be on the next one, and I appreciate that. George Bush's Points of Light. George Bush's Points of Light. Hey, Trevor Williams. Thanks, man. 47 on the like button. 47. There should be more than that. Well, that was only at 817. There must be millions now. Only 113 watching. Many, many dead people around the world, I think. That's what's happening. TikTok gives all your info. Yes, Pat, thank you very much. And Pat, we're not allowed using it anymore. But you see how they didn't tell us why? We knew why, but they didn't tell the Canadians when they blocked us from being on TikTok. Well, I'm not there. Neither is Pat, for sure. Because we know China is literally stealing your private information. Everything from visas to everything. You can be sure of that. 100%. AJ will have Tucker on his show for sure. Pretty sure he's going to have him on. Definitely. And if not, well, him and Owen will be talking about them. That is 100% for sure. UFO, the globalist top secret agenda. See, His Highness, it could really have a lot to do with that. Honestly, could really have a lot to do with the agenda with the UFOs. It's one, not two things. It's one thing. It's just one subject. New World Order, UFOs, the war, everything that's going on, the pandemic. It's all the agenda. It's all planned. 100%. Hey, the Great White North here. Brian Parker, Tactical Sovereignty. Love the name. Thank you very much for being here. You know what they say about streams? Don't cross them. That's right. That's right. Do not cross the negative and positive fields. If not, it will open a vortex, a portal to the other side, and will leave all the, was that Ghostbusters? In reality, all these films, they were literally telling the truth. I think all the films were literally telling the truth. Didn't forget you guys with the link. I'm just still scrolling down here to see who else is here. See, that is a 100% thing. I never got the offer. They never offered me any money to shut my mouth. 40,000. No, I wouldn't. I would not. Literally would not. But you know what I would do if they offered me a couple millions of dollars to shut up? I would tell you all that I was told to shut up. I would just be honest. And I'd have to give the fundraiser money back, obviously. Shit happens. Thank you very much for being here, Mr. Gate Smasher. Thanks again, Lisa. Mysterious Oklahoma's here. How's it going, brother? Jeff Walker, thanks for coming back, man. Love it, guys. Toxic Borg, nice to see you, man. All right, yes, sir, I'm here. Hey, Bruce. Hey, Chats. Hey, Chien. C'est qui, Chien? Who's the dog? Calpy News or Calp News. Hello. Thanks a lot for being here. Welcome. Mr. Peter Benton, ready when you are, mate. That was at 8:18. He's going down for a snooze. And I'm just seeing these messages now. Hope to God my brother's not going to pop up a bit lower and said, yes, I want to come on. Let me scroll all the way down. That'll be my best situation, won't it? I don't want to miss anyone. All these amazing people here. Matt Street's in the house. Thank you very much. Happy Friday. Love you all. Love you back, my friend. Thanks, you guys. Hope the family's doing well, mate. My friend Joel, wait for you to get that free laser power going, mate, so we can give us some samples, some free samples. Tony D, how's it going, man? Thanks for being here. Hi, Bruce and everyone in the chat. Thank you, our friend Star Hunter, Atlantis. Thanks again, you guys. Wow, I was really late on the Chip Snyder. I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much for liking the videos. It's what makes it a pleasure to come back and do some more. For those waiting for me to go to the mail, fear not. I'll be going down tomorrow. So anything that's in the mail, any letters, anything that somebody sent, I will confirm it to you all in the coming days. I promise. Tomorrow I'll give you all a heads up. This is a great place to discuss ideas and theories with others. All because of you guys. Seriously, we're pretty much like-minded people, and we know what's going on. People, we know about the Tucker Carlson story. People know about the New World Order, about the UFO reports. But imagine, not everybody has the time to look around at all those things. So imagine if you don't stay up to date on everything that's going on. Can you imagine how behind someone gets, like Darla, staying at the hospital for a couple of days, weeks, or I don't know how long she stayed. Imagine everything you'll miss in the news, because every day now there's so much going on. What's happening with Tucker Carlson is very, very good news. Canada's getting military, guys. Wake up, it's the end of the world. Canada wants to get military, okay? We're building all the parts for your countries. I get American friends that get mad at me all the time. No, Bruce, they're not building tanks in Canada for the States. Yeah, we are, guys. Literally building your tanks. But then they tell me, but we're building the tanks. Yeah. You, us, them, those, these, everybody's building the tanks, because it's one war for one world order. That's exactly what's going on. Damn, I love this channel and all the people here. I love you more, man. Thank you so much. Special mention to Bruce. Thank you for this. Hey, my pleasure, bro. I'm the one that should be thanking you guys for all the amazing help. Some Quebecers hate English people, but they don't know why. Yeah, it's homegrown. It's in their bloods. Their parents didn't like them. That's an old stigma, absolutely, because I know a lot of good ones here, or traumatic by the story, absolutely. Back then, every Quebecer was hating English, form an English boss. Yeah, exactly. It's true. That's how it was, and probably the other way around. From Barrie, Ontario, in the house. Thank you very much. Southern Ontario is going to be getting a lot of snow there in a couple of hours. Actually, they're getting pummeled again. Oakville is getting a bit of snow again. Dominique Dio from Toronto. Maybe she's getting some snow too. Restrictions, yeah. Buzzwords that are censored. Hate that. Words that are censored that we can't use. I got 2 strikes because I was talking about the friggin' what was going on in the States, and makes me mad. From Lac Saint-Jean, thank you so much, you guys. I learned my English in GTA. Hey, c'est correct ça. C'est super correct ça. Moi, j'apprends mon français ici et là. Puis merci beaucoup d'être ici. Et du Lac Saint-Jean, la bonne gang du Lac Saint-Jean. Les ceux qui savent comment faire la fête. Julie Parker, very nice to see you. Thank you so much, you guys. I'm almost there, guys. Almost ready, my eye. Damn it. I'll be honest, I'm having a good time tonight. I am having a good time tonight, that's for sure. Wouldn't be for the bloody eye. Hey, you're supposed to be in bed. If you're up, I'll put up the bloody link. Thinking the Earth's core is spinning the other way. Wouldn't that cause a whole lot of friction somewhere, right? Am I totally wrong? It's more likely it's just slowed down. Yeah, you know what? The scary part is that it slowed down in 2009 and now it's stopped for real. Michio Kaku had confirmed it. And what I'm worried about, he said causing friction. I'll tell you what, of course it's causing friction. And that would be because of the reversal, okay, where they're not telling us that Earth actually started rotating the other way, right? And then you're going to say, well, they're not rotating the other way. We'd see the stars going the other way. Maybe the stars are turning with us. That could be possible. Could be possible. Thanks for appreciating the channels, you guys. Dogs Against ATF. What's up, Big Bruce? Thank you very much. UFOs are up. Luis Elizondo's investigation. What's going to become of that? What will be leaked out as secret mission projects after that? Never do they ever want to leak out any missions, but some of the missions are leaked. What we have because of the FOIA, of course, the Freedom of Information Act permits Americans to have some things declassified. A good thing for that. Dave's not here, man, bro. How's it going, man? Club Bruce, moderators, and my Moon family. What do you get with cheap toilet paper? What do you get with cheap toilet paper? Klingons around Uranus. It's hilarious. The news about Uranus. It's incredible. Now they're saying that it turns out Uranus may have a big black hole on it. I'm like, oh my God. I would not want to be a scientist talking about Uranus. This is pretty bad. My eyes pretty bad. In my youth, French family next door, his son went to work with the dog. With the dad, a trucker. Sorry about that. Things were bad on those days. Today, most are educated. Yeah, the truck. Oh, yes. Of course, people were. It was a normal thing, I guess, for people to become racist. And don't forget, when wars occur, it happens. People start hating, remember the Japanese, and then Korea. You talk to an older guy about Koreans and about that, and not all of them, but some of them that went to the war don't have a very good opinion of them. Eh? They were born into it. It has nothing to do with white privilege, because I don't believe that. White privilege. This should be the last time I leave, guys. I'm trying to clean it so that I can stay on. Fuck it. Oh, I ruined a couple of streams today. Ruined JC's stream. Maybe ruined this stream. But ask the community, I'm not too bad. Usually I don't leave that often. No kid at home for the week. Profit to be here. I'm so glad. Hey, those are good weeks. Nice, relaxing week. Enjoy it. Michigan is becoming a shit show with Democrats in power. It's bad. And you know what the worst of it is? Before, Democrats and conservatives, I was looking for the words. It used to be, they used to have a difference of opinion, right? But now it's not just a difference of opinion. It's that the left is attacking all the red states. And you don't know if you heard of what they did to the red states. They send some wacky juice and shit out that way. Can't even talk about it. This is what's getting me mad, not being able to say certain words. I get enraged. I want to talk about it. Rebecca Cowell, thank you very much for being here. The bigger question is, why would Murdoch be letting him go against the parasites? See, there's things that don't make sense, right? Like you were talking, Scratch, with Trump, right? With your opinion about him. There's certain things, they're not perfectly cold or warm. They're lukewarm, eh? They're doing things in between when they should be going in a straight line. Unfortunately. Yep, every 70 years or 77 years. It was Miss Yukaku, the fella. So that's it. It was 70 years. 70 or 77 years. The last time it happened, about the 70s or something, I think they said. And it's something normal that occurs all the time where it goes one way, it reverses the other way, and it goes the other way. But again, not having anything to do with the actual flip. So you're like, what? Yeah. McCarthy met karma. That's what's going to happen. I'm sort of excited with what's going on with Tucker Carlson, boy. Found Poseidon with his trident and his temple with his statue of gold as tall as the ceiling. I've been on 2 podcasts so far. Wow, awesome. How's it going, man? Thanks for coming in. That's Mr. Peter Benton's channel. If you guys want to check out Mr. Peter Benton's channel, the snake people are in charge of this earth, and the lizard people right under them, right under us, in the ground. No doubts, most likely. My profile pic, it's the actual picture of Poseidon with trident, the ocean. Well, that's awesome. And they want us to be a cashless society. They're doing pretty good about that. We're all poor. It's pretty much a cashless society. What, are they mad because we're buying too much gum? Putting too much gas in our cars? Or unreal. Cashless society. Nope. It's nope for me either. I don't know about the challenge, but I know about smart cities. I don't like them. I don't like them. That's like the 15-minute cities. I don't like them. I don't like them at all. I only ever keep enough for my bills in my bank. It's the same scratch. What goes through is what's going to be gone at the end of the month continually. Been doing that years, as I had a feeling this was going to all be happening at that 100%. Like I said, got $190 in the bank, and tomorrow there'll be 140, and then it's just, that's what I got to do. Keep the least possible there. And even if I was rich, if I had like quite a few thousands of dollars, I would probably, like in the olden days, keep it at home. Why do you think our grandparents were doing that? Hiding them under mattresses and all that? Because they know when they went through the war, they would have lost possession of everything. Everything went. Now the Dow Jones is taking a plunge. Notice how they're keeping the silver market straight as a board, eh? They're keeping everything straight as a board. Used to be when there was inflation, we would see it go down. When the money loses value, the currency, precious metals rise. If you want to know when there's going to be a hike in the prices for selling silver and gold, you can be sure that the minute the dollar loses value, the precious metal gains value. And there's a little missing gap with what's happening, because honestly, they spent more money than they made in the States, and they're still pulling out more money, and they're sending it all to Ukraine. I wonder when we're going to have to send our barbecues and picnic tables. It's coming. We're the slave, but that not like that we need to think or lost before beginning. Absolutely. Keep practicing that English. You're doing pretty good. Banks crashing. Yeah, this is huge. Totally huge. And so that's it, a space association, or this guy in the space domain, went to get some money in the bank, and he had $450 in his bank account, and he does not have access to more money than that. So crazy stuff, eh? American podcast and learn so much. American podcast also means the cash I'm spending isn't attached to a card, so they don't know what I'm spending it on if I'm spending it. Absolutely. And their goal is to know exactly what everyone is spending on everything. And you could only imagine that if they knew that, they're going to turn around and sell you every single thing you look for online, everything you buy at a grocery store. They'll be selling you shit about, it's going to be so annoying, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's going to be quite an extremely large, surprising war that's going to be ever so short-lived. Last a couple of months. Get rid of all the scum is what they have to do. Say to yourself, every time there's a war, one side is always the elite side, no matter what, no matter where the war is being held, no matter what country. His Highness, absolutely. Well, I heard a trucker talking just this afternoon. Message to Justin Trudeau saying that it's not going to work that way. The trucker said he feeds Justin Trudeau. He goes, you eat because I bring you your freaking food. So he says, if you want to keep pushing the truckers like that, he goes, when nobody has access to food or anything to be transported, he goes, watch the people stand up with the truckers. Watch the people stand up with the truckers. And the news, what they're going to do, like they did the last time, is they're telling people that, did you see the ignorant people, some ignorant people, His Highness, in Ottawa? These elderly people, I don't know what it is with them. They're brave. An elderly person will walk up to a gang member and literally put their nose 2 inches from their faces and tell them to leave. I don't get it. And they were pushing away the truckers saying, you're making noise. This is horrible. What the hell is wrong with everybody's minds, though? What's wrong with everybody? I don't believe that people online are not mad. That means the artificial intelligent programs are literally blocking the hell out of every single person online. It's just craziness. And the bank called the police to stop people from being there to withdraw their money. Hey, can you imagine that? Hey, go back home. But my kid needs a dentist appointment this morning. My kid needs her medication. My mother needs her diabetic medication. You know, I need syringes. I need this. I need that. No one's going to be able to get anything because they don't have any money. That doesn't make any sense. So Silicon Valley, which I don't like the fact that it's Silicon Valley because that's where Google sends me my friggin' pay at the end of the month. Hey, what's going to happen when us YouTubers, we get to the end of the month, and they're going to say, well, there's going to be a delay in the payment. You watch the delay in the payment this month. It'll be funny. It'll be really funny. Every video, I have my fundraiser link. I have one fundraiser link, and I put it up on every video except for the live streams, the research videos. You can check it out. Patreon channel. Also, you can support me there or on my event, or which is for equipment, or here, like you're all doing. You get to Christmas and you appreciate a video that I'm doing. There's a thanks button that I have. I don't know if you guys can still see it, but it should still be there. And you could also contribute that way. This is a free channel. It's because of you guys that I'm here. And we grew this channel together. And I'm ever so grateful for having done so. Yeah, it's coming. Ça s'en vient. Biden whispering, guess what, in my mind. Yeah. Biden. Who is he whispering to? A little girl? Hey, guess what, little girl? God, your hair smells. Yeah. Sorry, but it's a freaking guy freaks me out. Hit the like and subscribe. Join us Fridays at 1 and 8 p.m. or 8 or 9 Monday mornings. Been pretty good with the 8 o'clock so far, but they wouldn't change that though. And Mondays, of course, at 5 p.m. We're live Wednesdays, so we do. In other words, I started streaming every second day. Monday, for those that don't know, if they're mixed up, Monday starts. I have a stream. It's Monday night. Wednesday, no, see. Let's start that over. Beginning of the week's the morning stream, Monday. Middle of the week, hump day, is the 5 p.m. stream. Friday, 2 streams, 1 in the afternoon to 3 and 8 to 10 Eastern time. So you can all stop by and join in the conversation. But you're all here anyways. What? Guess what? Unfortunately, says Dogs Against ATF. Unfortunately, in the U.S., peaceful protest is coming to an end here too, my friend. It's now illegal here. Many people are extremely pissed. Yeah, because so what is it they want us to do? Dogs Against ATF. If they're doing that, it's because they want to apply something on us in a big evil way. They want everyone to be in an uproar and to break everything, because that's when they'll be able to apply the big guns and to do what they want to do. Applying the Emergency Act here, Justin Trudeau, the idiot, applied the Emergency Act here. Justin Trudeau applied the Emergency Act when he was literally not allowed to do so. And it's so corrupt now. They had a meeting. They talked to CSIS, which is Canadian Spy Agency. And everyone's like, no, it's totally normal. It's very understandable, what happened. That's why we enforced the Emergency Act. And he's not going to be able to do it again. Mark my words. He's not going to be able to do it again. Guarantee you. Did you hear about Native American Indian with the wife daily and went court and won the right to it because it's his tribal rights? Slapaho tribe. Not funny. Not going to laugh at that one. I'm going to get scalped here, man. I got a lot of Indians here. Be careful. Thumbs up are free and fun. Karen, you're proving it. You guys are proving it. 78 thumbs up is pretty good. Hi from Super Communist BC. So sorry for the shit that's going on to everybody in the provinces. Shadow Walker. So sad. BC. Where's that, Bruce? Well, that's where they produce cocaine. Right? I'm so sorry, but it's so stupid, eh? The crap that they're telling us now, wanting to legalize that stuff. It's just a crazy world that we're living in. No, I don't trust them, Chip, at all. You're absolutely right about that, man. I do not trust the algorithms, but boy, I try to push them though. Now there's 99 watching. Getting lower and lower. Just so you know, I've been awake from the start, mate. Just put an old message about taking an energy by mistake from previous streams. Sorry, man. How's your eye, bud? You good for it? I'm good for it. My eye's bad. Doesn't matter. You're still coming on. Here we go. Put up the link here. So friggin' sorry, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm slow today. That's what's happening to me. Thank you very much, Mr. Benton. There we go. And I just pasted the link. Boom. There's the link. I give a thumbs up just for your room. I thank you so much, Suzanne, for that. I appreciate it. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is being sued for banning Alex Stein from Twitter. Oh, for something he said to her. I remember that on one of his videos when he's seen her out in the wild. I remember that. Is that the one where he said that she had a nice butt or a nice big booty? Remember the guy walking up the Congress steps with her? Nice big booty. I thought it was hilarious. Gate Smasher, keep the truth coming out, Bruce, and keep the bacon frying. I love you guys. Thank you so, so much. Hey, our friend Joel Burgess.
Easy, mate. How we doing?
Yo. How's it going? How's it going, brother?
Yeah, not bad, thanks. Not bad. How's everybody else?
We're all alone. We're waiting for Mr. Peter Benton to come on.
Yeah, I've got... he asked me a question earlier on, I think. The afternoon show and that. So about Space Force or, SSP.
Who is this? Peter, eh?
Yeah, Peter Benton. He asked me, what do I think about, what do I know, or what do I think about SSP, secret space programs and stuff like that. So I thought we could have a, little chat about that. Maybe see what other people think and that, and then,
Absolutely. We
And
know.
I've got a question for you, my friend, as well.
Go right ahead.
Let's jump straight in it, Mr. Moonmaster.
Let's do it.
Right. You were on about earlier on about aliens and biology. Alien and maybe I told you I do human and social biology and microbiology and things like that. So I'm like, yes, I like this, Bruce. So here we go. What is your opinion? What do you think that relation maybe into these certain illnesses that we're all starting to get, sort of thing, and certain medications? Do you think it could be linked with some alien biology type of thing from previous seductions of it years? Like people and cattle and
Yeah, there's always been a manipulation, right? Where they say that the cows, the laser beams marks and the legs cut off, surgery done where they're removing body parts in the cows, that there's no blood, there's no trail of blood. There's perfect symmetry in the cuts. I mean, oh my God, it's like robots, right? But I've always said in the past that they're probably here watching us, taking samples. I've always looked at some of the, like they were scientists.
Well, it's only like what we do to other animals, isn't it, basically? So
it can be, and of course there's many theories that can go different ways, but that's one of the ones where I like to hope that they're here checking us out, our DNA. But I think they're checking our DNA in theory, because if we're being poisoned, they'd be able to know it right away by taking traces of DNA of the animals, looking at our water. They're in the water, but they've been seen in the bottom of the ocean. So
you see, what I mean, would you agree, right, Bruce? Are they actually doing it like to help us, or is it, are we in with powers to be, military cartels and
So yeah, I think there's a connection with, if that's what you're trying to get to, is that there's a connection with people. Right on, Gabber Beast. There's a connection with people trying to. How's it going, brother?
G'day, Bruce. G'day, Joel. How are you?
Right.
How's the Moonmaster going? How you going, mate? Moonmaster put some prawns on the barbie.
You should be upside down. You should have you on upside down, and I should be upside down to you.
I can take pictures of the buildings on the moon, and they're upside down, and you take them the right way up. If we Photoshop them together, we'd have the entire moon complex.
Entire
moon complex. We'd have it mapped out.
Absolutely.
Forget about Google Maps. Forget about Google Maps. It's Gabber and Moonmaster maps.
That's right. Like Joel was saying about the military, I do think that, I mean, you guys know, the theories there. Bruce, are there aliens on the moon? Sure, there can be aliens on the moon, but it could be humans.
We know there is.
Yeah, but some people have theories that it could be the humans doing military projects, and I respect that, because
it's both. It's both.
Yeah, it can be both,
and I think it stemmed from early, like late 30s to early 40s.
Oh yeah,
where I'm going.
Yeah. They said in the 1800s
with drill and things like that.
Yep. And now, how advanced were they when they got up on the moon? If they went up there before the 60s, I mean, they could be there for hundreds of years and always had a contact with us. I think all the planets must have a big boss, if you want, a higher up that's looking at all the planets.
Is it still it? Right, I know Anunnaki, right? We were on about this earlier. Eric Von Däniken, I've like I said a week, I better be adding everything,
Yeah, absolutely.
Do we think, that this is the Death Star, the moon? Obviously, it's a bit ironic that it's all like eclipses and the mathematics. It's tidally locked.
Absolutely. And why? Like why would
Is
it
it
be tidally locked?
is it Enlil and Inky? Is this Anunnaki? Is this what?
Yeah. So now imagine imagine we never heard of this. Like I always like thinking of that.
Anunnaki in Hopi, the Hopi Indians.
Yeah.
The northern Arizona desert.
Right.
Actually, I'm about to do a video about the ant aliens. My Chinese fans they love ant aliens. They love the story. So I'm about to make a video of it. The Hopi used to call the word Anunnaki in Hopi means ant friends of the ants.
Yeah, I heard something. Yeah.
And
that's why we get the. I know you go these. I think they're in America somewhere. Is it in canyons or somewhere? There's
like northern Arizona.
Or something with like ant people with antennas on or something like that.
I've been like screen grabbing all the photos, and there's like ancient tribal rock paintings of like ant people.
Yeah. That's the one. Yeah.
They drew pictures of them, and their traditional story is the ant people saved the Hopi Indians twice throughout history.
And why are they calling it? Why are they calling it ant people? Sorry to cut you off. Is it has to do with like literally ant people?
Ant alien, yeah, ant alien. Yeah, they're like humanoid standing, but like they're a little bit shorter, like 5 foot, 6 foot, with like the oval ant head with the almond-shaped eyes, and
why that
some have a little antenna, some have like this weird dread hair thing, and some have nothing.
This is a question, right?
Like
obviously you got to think how they interpret these things. Like when you I've there's Book of Enoch and Enlil and all this and ancient emerald tablets and things. I've looked into all sorts and things and that. And it's like you've got to think like how do you depict this type of thing? I mean, we know how we interpret stuff with our technology, but like back then it's like we don't know exactly what their technology or their way of thinking was. So could it be grey aliens? And at that period, depending on that Earth's atmosphere at that time, because obviously it was different, it might have been a space helmet with antennas on and
that's why
grey. Or could it be an ant species? I mean, I don't know if it's. Correct me if I'm wrong. They said something about they took them into the ground, or they came out of the ground and took them into the ground, or something like that. So
absolutely. When you look at the moon, guys, if I was to tell you that ants are building on the moon, well, those lines. I know it sounds crazy, but I mean, I could just see
nothing's impossible, Bruce.
Like termites, like big termites.
I don't tick boxes. I'm well out and outside the box.
Yeah, but termites, they build these friggin' mounds.
Mounds, the mountains.
You go to the moon and you go, what the hell is that? The shard? All these friggin' towering objects that have like claws or noses or beaks over like that. I mean, what the hell is that? It's high too.
There's a current story going around that someone went down to the ant people to visit the Ant King a couple months ago in Florida, in the Florida Keys, where all they went down into the underground with his Space Force team. He met the Ant King, and he had to get these special seeds for the Tree of Life to give back to the Space Force because they needed the seeds from the Tree of Life, and there was some blood and samples that they had to give that would help Space Force out or something.
Is this something that comes out? Is this something?
That sounds really interesting. That
I don't know. It's just the current story that's going on, and like the Hopi Indians said that the ant people saved them from two catastrophes. Once when the Earth flooded over and turned to ice, the ant people opened up the doors to the underground cave and said, "Come inside."
That must have been maybe around about Younger Dryas period or something.
And they taught the Hopis how to grow beans inside the cave to sustain themselves, and they looked after them while the whole world turned to ice. And then when the world thawed back over, let them back out again.
Yeah.
So the other time was the fire, the world of fire. There was two world events: the world of ice and the world of fire. And when a meteor or something hit, or a volcano blew up and burned the whole planet and burned everything, and like the Hopis were like trying to get away from the fire, and the they followed this cloud. There was an odd shaped cloud during the day that they followed. The whole tribe followed it, and at nighttime it was a big star, and they followed the big star and the odd shaped cloud during the day, and the star at night was a moving star. They followed it, brought them to the entrance to the ant cave.
What time period is this dating back? Maybe like 3,600 years ago.
Yeah, long time ago.
Because,
two different world angels. They were saved.
Right. Well, Velikovsky, right? I mentioned Immanuel Velikovsky in that. He was a guy that ridiculed and that. And his book was called Worlds in Collision. I don't think you can get it anymore because it was top seller or something. They took it off. But if you can get it, then, you know, there's loads of stuff on YouTube. And he said that Jupiter gave birth to Venus. And this guy, he went round all the world. He's seen Dogon tribes and everything and all that. Studied all things.
Hey,
Texas.
Gabber
and he said that as an Nibiru, again with Anunnaki, Nibiru coming through. And as it come through and interrupted, Jupiter gave birth to Venus. So like, because this is like in some Greek myths and things. So obviously it must have ejected one of the moons from Jupiter.
Gabber Beast, he said,
and that caused like electrical, you know, like proper chaos on Earth. And that claims where they're seeing this fiery comet or something in the sky, which is now actually Venus. It came as a comet, apparently. Maybe what destroyed Tiamat and theories and that. But you know, on Mars, it's got these like canyon things, like a Grand Canyon, big sky. Apparently, that was like a plasma discharge, and that as it come through, which blasted Mars to pieces, sort of thing. Like it'd already been in trouble by this, but this like was final thing. And I think, is it possible Grand Canyon was carved as well with discharge from Venus as it come through and then settled? Because Venus,
right,
you know, spins backwards compared to all other planets, but still spins in that orbit. What's everybody's theory? What do you think to that one? What do you think?
Interesting story.
Right before
Gabber
Beast is going to answer you on that one, but I just want to say what you just mentioned, Gabber Beast, about the story of one fire and then the ice. It only makes sense right away there, even without knowing that story. The fact that you're proving that there's a necessity, depending on a cataclysmic event, for us to go in the ground. If there's a monstrous radiation storm from the sun and everything burns and there's whatever happens, well, people are going to wind up in caves. People are going to do, like you said.
It's how we've survived before from planet-wide extinction events. The ones that lived underground already, no problem.
Exactly.
We're the idiots who live on the surface on a very unstable planet. They say our planet is very unstable. We got earthquakes, volcanoes, meteors that hit, all sorts of crazy stuff going on, and we're the crazy ones who live on the surface. We should have all built everything underground. That's why I think they always say the aliens they live underneath mountains, inside the earth, inner earth, in huge caves and caverns.
To keep away from radiation.
Under the sea, at the bottom of the ocean. They can survive millions and millions of years. They can survive millions and millions of years of planet-wide extinction events, because they do not live on the surface of an unstable planet. They're smart. I think these aliens, they know how to build a little base and not have the planet CME wipe it out or something. You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Mr. Peter Benton.
You can see me now, can you?
Yeah, Pete, yeah.
Good, man.
Could you see me
Peter.
the last couple of times that I tried to come up?
Yeah,
you were on your side.
You were sideways.
I just
First time you were sideways, and then you were straight up. No, it's so, and it's an interesting topic, like Gabber Beast is talking about in the past, when people had to eventually go in the ground or for whatever cataclysmic event, or an asteroid hitting or something hitting. Are there more beings here with us that we still haven't seen? You know, it's curious.
They talk about they talk about how they reckon the Atlanteans and the Lemurians, when they destroyed each other in the battle, some went to Peru and built all the pyramids in Peru and Mexico and all the Olmec pyramids and stuff. And some of them went underground, and they call it what, the Agartha, the inner earth.
Yeah.
And they've been living there ever since. And when the guy that went to the Space Force guy went to see the ant people and the ant king told him there's millions of ant aliens down here. The tunnels just keep going and going.
Yeah, well, that's like Joel just said, Admiral. Welcome back, Peter.
Like an ant, you see ants, how they build an ant hive, and there's just hundreds of thousands of ants. Imagine millions of intelligent ants in the inner earth. They'd build the same way, I think. Oh, Peter, better.
We have some echo. Somebody.
I've got a screen issue. Trying to get on.
Are we hearing echo? No. Yeah, a little bit. That means when you get a chance, just X.
I'm just going to leave it like that. I can see it. Oh, let's go.
So, but we have. We can't continue because there's an echo. Hey, just the X on the YouTube, Peter, not the StreamYard one. Should be okay. Oh, actually, no, we're good now.
You sure?
Yeah.
It's
stopped.
Well, my TV's turned down anyway, so I don't know where the echo.
Moonmaster. I heard it twice.
Com check.
I heard Moonmaster twice. Moonmaster.
Com check.
I can actually hear you guys.
Might check one too.
The last stream, because I was struggling to hear my phone. That's all.
Yeah, I hear loud and clear, man.
Yeah,
loud and clear.
Yeah, Peter, we can hear you loud, Peter.
I'll tell you what, back there about 15, 20 minutes ago, I was so stressed out. I was like, I can't see the bloody link.
I don't know. It's my head today. There's something definitely wrong with my head today. I was supposed to be on with Jean-Claude at 2 o'clock, but usually it's 3, so I assumed it was the 3 o'clock. Do you think there's other beings on this planet, and either that were here before, that are gone, or that maybe are still here that we're not seeing because exactly probably what Gabber B said, maybe they're living inside Earth?
Oh yeah, a lot of the structures that have been on Earth and been discovered all over the world, maybe some of those civilizations took to underground because there was a war.
Have we found small I know this sounds stupid, but imagine finding small structures that are too small for us to fit in. Has that ever been found? Like, you know what I mean?
Like Men in Black, the little mini aliens, and they're running around.
Yeah, like the Hobbitville's, you know.
Well,
people...
apparently in Ireland, obviously I'm in UK and that, Irish and that, I mean, they're a bit set in their ways and that, but they're lovely people. I've got a lot of friends from Ireland and that. They have a lot of things like leprechauns and fairies.
Leprechaun.
Yeah, but these fairies and that, they're like a bit wary of them, if you know what I mean. So
where do you think the story comes from? Obviously, if they're talking about leprechauns,
I don't know. It's something knowing me mates and that, I don't really like fetching
they
up with them.
Maybe don't have a pot of gold.
They're a bit rough.
You know? They maybe don't go to the pot of gold, but there's a story to it. Like when they say dragons, well, who thought of
they believe in dragons. Well, Giant's Causeway and that, and obviously in Southern Ireland and that, because like Northern Ireland, we're not going to, well, obviously it's called that because the myth is that the island were built from a giant I mean, there's loads. I do believe that there could be some actual truth in it, and like these gods and these wars and things that went off. You know, and obviously Earth is actually a living thing, Gaia, and that we live on. And you know, these ancient giants have like become mud fossils and that, and such as that, and like the Giant's Causeway are like similar to like your muscle fibers and things. And like when you look into biology and stuff. I mean, we could talk. You know, I mean, what's his name from Africa? Tellinger, is it? I don't know. From South Africa, Michael Tellinger.
With
ancient giants and that. I mean, some of these things like really a mile high and that, these giants, and this, you know, obviously like with Greek
up to
myths and
60.
things. I mean, is it true? Is it, is it legend? Is it
I've heard they found bones up to 60 foot tall.
Yeah.
They found I'm looking here, 36 foot tall giant bones in the 650 BC Carthaginians.
Yep.
Down
Really
to 25 feet in France at the castle of Chamout. Another one in France, 1456 AD.
2 seconds. I'm just going to put my light. I'm just going to get a drink, my friends.
23 foot.
Right on, Joe.
And when you go down to was it Goliath in the story, the Bible? David and Goliath.
Right.
Goliath was only 10 foot 6.
That's right.
I mean, they're finding bones 36 foot. I was watching Ancient Mysteries documentary. They reckon there's even one up to 64 foot. 64 foot, the biggest, they reckon.
And they're buried under mounds. Some of them
Buried
have
under mounds
inside churches. Ireland and in some places they have these big mounds. They buried it there, and for them to know that there's a giant there and that it's buried, it's because they hid that. They hid that. That and say to yourself, when that friggin' giant was buried, he was fully complete. There was skin on that guy. That would have been awesome.
There was. And the Smithsonian Society has gotten rid of all this evidence that they tried to hide.
They actually bought some.
Yeah. They get rid of all the evidence because they don't want us to know that there were giants around, because then that will change the Darwinian theory story and our origin story, and it'll make people question what's actually going on. There's giants here, but you want to tell us what's been happening? They don't want people to question everything.
Absolutely, that's very true.
Don't they never wanted to question anything? I mean,
I think there used to be a lot of giants around, a couple different races of giants. Even they say look at these stones. They're 60 ton, 80 ton. Who could build this? But the building is for a giant, where a giant would live. That doorway is too big for a normal person to walk through.
You just said it, yeah.
But if you had a team of giants, they could probably lift it up with some logs.
That's the thing. You brought up something really freaking interesting, as always. But the cutting of those stones. Do you know? And I'm not going to get too much into the detail of that, but I'm sure you guys have seen this. Cutting with frequencies where they have a vibrating sound.
Absolutely.
You can use sound to cut, sound to levitate heavy objects, sound to cut, precision, laser cut, precision.
To float, to levitate.
I think they
There's
had
a lot you can do with frequencies.
I think they had different advanced technology that we're only now discovering. They've had it for thousands of years. It's just we just haven't discovered it yet.
Did you hear that one, Peter? It's a metal rod, like a hanger wire.
We're still walking about in his diapers compared to what they had, I think, thousands of years ago.
Yeah. And they put a wire, Peter, over a rock, and at the end they go. They put a vibration up in certain decibel. Yeah, it cuts.
Yeah, you can levitate things and
like butter right through the stone.
Yeah.
It's like that big, massive stone. I forgot what it's called now. I think it's in India, and there's a cut straight down the middle. Massive rock, and it's got a straight.
Yeah, I know what you're on about. Yeah,
I forgot what it's called now.
You got just all the Mayans, the pyramids.
What's it called? He's got a YouTube channel. That Indian lad. He's done something on it because they've got that stone in it that floats, sort of thing, and that. And
yep. What about
the Indian temples? It looks like Hadron Collider and things like that.
Did you hear about the post? There's a post in India that I could be wrong. I'm not sure because of the culture, whether it be a prayer monument or statue that's representative of something. But the fact is that it's made out of, oh my gosh, what's a regular? Yeah, iron. Duh. Okay, so it's made out of iron, but it's an iron that doesn't rust, and
like iron nickel or something like that.
It could, yeah. Well, they don't know what it is, but they found out that what they did is they electrocuted it. They electrocuted the friggin' metal, and the metal doesn't oxidize. It's always shiny, nice, bright iron. It doesn't get rusty or anything. But back in the
days,
if
it's been like electroplated or something like that.
Yeah, well, back in the days, they were so advanced with that. You must have seen
Baghdad batteries.
the rocks with the coil inside. They have a copper, like an alternator coil that goes down, and they melt rock. They would melt rock back then. But for them to be doing that, it's because they were boiling cauldrons over 5,000 degrees to be melting aluminum and everything. So that means they were far more advanced than we're giving them credit.
I think they were using frequencies and generating heat and then molding them into gas. You know, some of these blocks and
absolutely.
that, like, Peru and all this.
Yeah, they could have levitated the blocks just by the.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Well, there's some about like the chant or something, don't they? Is it Easter Island, isn't it, where they said the chant and then the water sends or something? These
right. Well, you know what's
Easter Island.
What's the name of the spitting bowl in the Buddhist religion, right? Or
you
hit it, boom, and you go around in it, and
and it like makes a whistle. You get
they use that to meditate. They hit the bowl.
Yeah.
Produces a certain frequency that helps you generate your pineal gland. Helps you generate your pineal gland. So
pineal gland.
Meditate and promote your brain waves and pineal gland and put everything in unison so you can meditate and stuff.
Absolutely.
432 hertz.
They use it like a sound catalyst to help you with meditation.
And that's like the Egyptians with the earrings. We put in earrings in our ears because they say, you know, we're like, oh, it's nice, and girls wear earrings, guys wear an earring, it's cool, whatever. But the Egyptians, the reason why they were doing that, even the Sumerians, when we saw that they had jewels in their ears, it wasn't necessarily the thinking now for decoration. It had to do with
there'll have been earbuds, Bruce, and that
the power. Yeah,
you know, like you've got FBI and that, they have earbuds
Bluetooth,
in and that.
iPod buds.
But it's to the pineal gland. So a certain precise point in the ear, by piercing it with gold,
like an acupuncture.
Puts
a direct pathway to the pineal gland.
Right, well, while we're on this subject, right, Mesopotamia and that, Sumerians, and surely you've all seen them and that, you know, it shows you like what were Anunnaki gods and that. They've all got handbags and a wristwatch on, aren't they? What's all that about then? What do we think about that?
Yeah, well, like Peter, you must have heard of that too. I don't know if you saw it in the old sarcophages. They have sometimes jewelry that's really advanced. It's
the time. What it is for time traveling, though. You know, they have this bag with them or whatever bag and that, and like even Egyptians, they depict it as well. Not this bag, and was it the Encore? That symbol and that, and they old pineal gland, don't they? It's like an acorn and that. And even Vatican,
and they hardly listen. They're just understanding what the pineal gland does, and the pineal gland, it's aligned. In other words, it's aligned in the head, you know, with a part of the ear and the side. It's somewhere in there, but nobody actually knows what the hell it's used for.
Well, you know what I mean, to me electrons and photons and things, well, we're bombarded by them every day. We see as visible light and invisible light, right?
But the brain,
basically your eyes, right? When you think, like how we're all seeing each other now and that, perceiving everything, you think, oh, I'm seeing it with my eyes. No, your eyes is just a lens capturing these lights, because as it comes in through your retinas, it's actually upside down. It goes into pineal gland, and your pineal gland is in the center of your brain, which is in total darkness. So, you know, so it's going on, guys. You know, your eyes, it's like your ears, knowledge sensors, eye, guys. And everything's perceived in there. So whatever you're seeing, what you think in front of his eyes, is actually happening inside the center of your brain.
Exactly. And your brain, get this, your brain does not give you intuition, they say, and it doesn't make you a good musician or a good painter or artistic. They say that it has nothing to do with the friggin' brain. And that, for me, hearing that at the Harvard, forum of scientists talking, they say, whether it be the pineal gland or not, it's a connection from outside. They say intuition and fantasy and all that, it's not a part of the brain that's doing that. They say it's an outside source that is sending.
Yeah, because if your eyes, when you're asleep, if your eyes are shut, whatever you're perceiving, and whether it's a dream or whatever, you know, a premonition or anything that comes to you, that has got to come from outside in. But yet you're in total darkness with your eyes, because your eyes are not perceiving as a camera lens to put that image, you know, to be interpreted in there. So, you know, These are good questions, aren't they? Now, you know.
Absolutely, they're good questions. But the ancient civilizations, it's not that they're literally lying to us about the ancient civilizations. They're so far advanced.
Yeah, because they don't want us to know, bros.
That's right.
They say you get that gut instinct when there's danger nearby. Your gut warns you. You get this.
Yeah, so where do you get that from?
Your guts twist inside and out, not your brain telling you. Your brain don't tell you. Your stomach goes, "Oh, I feel sick. I probably should avoid this person, or this is the safe pathway home. Don't walk this way. Walk across the road and walk that way. There's danger.
Yeah, well,
there's something warning you.
It's a
from
processor.
Your gut, from
Exactly.
inside you.
That's
Nothing. Your brain
you
processes the stomach feeling. You get this feeling in your stomach.
Your stomach is connected to your brain, and this is what I've been studying for years now through human and social biology and microbiology.
The brain's
and
processing.
It's the bacteria in your stomach. If you haven't got that balance right in there, right, your body's going to go to cop. Yeah, and the worst thing you can have is, if you have antibiotics and that, they just go in it. They don't get, well, you're a good guy, you're a bad guy. They're just, out. And then if there's anything left in there, you've got no good guys. Your body, you feel all right for a bit, then it'll collapse. I know this and that. I've been studying it for years.
Why do people
So if you get your gut right, I mean, it don't matter what shape, size, or whatever you are. It's the balance. It's everything. You've got to balance it out. You get that bacteria right, you go, that's what they microcontracts.
So we're part of something else, Joel.
And it all connects with your brain. And
we're part of something bigger. We're part of something bigger.
Massive.
We have many parts to us, but what we know are the physical actions. Clap your hand, make noise, bump your hand, you hurt yourself. But the frequencies that we're pushing out were worse than cell phones. Guaranteed.
We're waking up.
We're pushing. Yep. And the more that we wake up, all those beams that are pushing out of our minds, the frequencies and everything, another being would be able to sense that. Like an animal will go beside you and all of a sudden scratch the hell out of you because he knows you want to drown him in the pool. The cats know. They know. They have this. They have this. The
animals have a better sense than a lot of us. But there's certain people like us that we, like you said, you get that gut, that these are your six senses, but a lot of people just
like intuition, Is somebody giving you a sign? Is it a guide?
Correct.
Or a spiritual entity that's telling you don't do that?
Yeah.
Like when we say it's
it's something. I don't know what it's something in it, man. I agree with that, Bruce.
Your brain is storing shit and processing shit, but you can only hold so much in your brain. So if you're doing a whole bunch of different things and you're a smart person and you're a genius, Einstein didn't hold everything in his head. It's not for nothing you have to write things down. Our head can only hold so much.
My head's a muddle, mate.
Look, even Google has problems. You ask them questions. I mean, I don't
I just take it day by day, but I don't know. I don't know where I get it from, but I just get it.
I have problems. I drink from R2D2.
Yeah, man.
He's a robot. He's a bloody robot.
Oh, R2, I told you not to drink that.
Hey, welcome to everybody in the chat.
What's on the moon?
Yeah.
What's on the moon, Moon Master? Aliens?
Yeah, humans, come on, Bruce. Come on, tell us what's going on.
The moon's hollow. The moon's hollow. It rang like a bell like 3-4 times now.
Yeah, absolutely.
In 1996, NASA had a meeting with their scientists, and they admitted to the scientists there was like 44 ancient and new structures on the moon that they found. They don't know what they are.
Yeah, how come? That literally happened?
They admitted it. 44 ancient structures and a couple new structures when they went there.
And then cigar and whiskey night tonight, Bruce. I'm going to have a cigar and a whiskey while we're having a chat. Friday, innit?
Give me a little
tsunami thing, mate. Every Friday night we have a cigar and a whiskey in that.
Give me a little shot in there.
Yeah, I've got my little shot glass here and that.
Cold coffee.
I got my cigar.
If the
I've been
moon's
waiting all night.
if the moon's hollow, does that mean they've been digging it out for like thousands and thousands of years and just building inside it?
Right, and that would explain the dirt, the dust that we see,
Yeah.
literally, because
I know,
literally,
I feel like
Yeah,
I feel like there's a couple different aliens living on there, a couple different ones. They all got their little,
definitely.
their little
There's a lot
section.
going off than we
They
know.
got
I
their-
think.
that's their territory. That's their territory. You know, they don't wander over territories, or they have little battles.
They tell them to get lost or something. Well, it Armstrong and that. Oh, right.
Yeah,
we got-
absolutely.
Yeah, this is
We got-
sling it up sort of thing, like, don't they?
Yeah.
So
And we
look
got
a bit,
Space
they look
Force.
a bit sheepish when they come back, you know, when they're interviewed.
Space
They're like,
Force.
"Aye," but they're like, "Ugh,"
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
I think we got the Space Force. Space Force is up there. They got their little
Oh,
I think
base
so.
where they do their
am I
moon
allowed
stuff.
to say the old nazzles?
I think,
I think, yeah.
yeah. I think they are. Space Force now is so involved. I'm, you know, the bullshit with the war now. A lot of people are working towards the war. You got the Space Force.
I think all this week, this what's going on with this war, right? It's been a pantomime for years. It's all been pre-planned, and I know, but I can't really say too much. We've been ex-military and that, but I've got friends that were RMPs and that, and they're like working for British government intelligences and things and that, and sometimes they give me a little tip and say, "Hey, you know, just watch yourself," sort of thing. But what I do know is it's pantomime, and we've had this pandemic. I mean, let's go through story, Bible, and things like that. You know, how many times it's just history repeating itself again? And well, you know, pandemic.
We're in a repetitive cycle.
Quite much. So
okay?
we'll have a war. We'll get rid of them. You know,
We're in a repetitive cycle where there's a lot of objects.
Listen, it's been published, right? And I've got a video. I've been trying to send it. Well, I've been trying to send it since 2017, but it will not let me send it. You know, Jim Mars. Does that ring a bell? He died in 2017, and that he was an author, and that Jim Mars has been on there with Linda Manhals and Ancient Aliens, Dr. Stephen Gray's on it. And this is in, well, it's obviously before 2017 because Jim Mars died in 2017 and he's on it. And they're saying on about, you know, this week, free energy and that, and why polluting as kids and this, that, and like it says, it's always the same. Back to the junglist, just follow the money. And then this other guy comes on and he's basically reeling off what's just coming out now, you know. People have been blindfolded by, you know, military cartel, you know, and stuff like that.
You got Neil during the Apollo.
It's genocidal, mass killing, and they got published that 50% of the population have got to go by 2030.
During the Apollo landings, Neil Young, I'm thinking of, oh my God.
Neil Young.
when Neil
listening to a bit of Neil Young over there now.
Yeah. Well, when he came back, he went on an excursion, and I think I'm pretty sure. I think Gate Smasher knows about that. I think probably even when we talked about it, the Golden Library, something he went to see in Brazil or something. There's you hear about that, Peter? It's books with alien writing on it, and is it
George? Is it that Georgia or something off of Ancient Aliens? Did they do something about it?
Was it Brazil or Argentina? I think it was in Brazil.
Some Argentina.
They went
like
there
that,
with the military.
Like
with the military, they went
Peru
there.
or something like that. Or something. Yeah, to have guards, didn't they?
It could be Peru. Also, listen, Peru I mean, everything alien, Mayan, and everything that's over there. It's just absolutely incredible. But they found golden plates that is considered sort of like a Bible sort of thing with alien writing on it. It's absolutely not Arabic. It's nothing that's ever been seen here before. How many languages do you think they're hiding from us? I mean, they must have found thousands of different languages. It's the Vatican, eh, Pete? At the Vatican.
Listen, Vatican got the key. Why would they have that big pine cone outside, you know, representing a pineal gland, you know? Telescopes pointed at Nibiru, you know.
Those are significant things. The pine cone, like
when Roman Empire took over, that's where the burnt all Texas from Alexandria and that, didn't they? You know what I mean? This is what we're fed now into Bible. We've been brainwashed into whatever they're trying to brainwash us in. But you know, I'm not. You know, I believe in God, but
there's someone,
the real God.
Yeah,
form,
exactly. There's someone
you know
coming
what I mean?
here on Earth. There's someone that comes here on Earth since the beginning of time to keep it straight. I'm sure of that.
Yeah,
And
fallen angels.
it could be fallen.
Maybe.
And what about us being
Who
the fallen
knows?
angels? What if we are the fallen angels? What if we are stuck in a shell, a physical body, only so we can feel pain?
I think
know?
this is what we've got to work out, innit? We've got to, like you've just said, Bruce. I think you nailed that. We've got to suffer to enlighten.
I'm telling you, a physical body feels all pain, feels the pain of the other.
We're here to learn, to experience, innit?
Yeah, absolutely. To respect maybe
Yeah,
our bodies.
you've got to have rough with smooth. But again, we're back to yin and yang, the black and white, the up and down, the good. You can't have
We've chosen-
you can't have it
we've
all your
chosen-
own way. You've got to have
We've
a bit of
chosen-
rough and smooth.
We've chosen to come in this body and experience whatever we're going to
Yes.
experience.
I believe
Absolutely.
possibly, yes. Yeah.
And you guys, yeah.
Listen, we can't prove it, but I'm not going to. I'm the person. Listen, I can't say yeah, and I can't say no. Nobody can say
do you
yeah
think
or
we've
no.
been,
We've got no proof, but
reincarnated?
so you've got to just keep an open mind.
You think we've been
Just
reincarnated
see,
before?
see, you know,
Peter,
see what you know. Believe. I just believe what I see. That's what I
absolutely.
say.
I want to ask Peter about reincarnation, and I don't look at it like it has to do with religion or with the Buddhists. I have a lot of respect for other cultures that believe in whether
We're all one culture, really.
Recycling.
We're
or
all
not.
one culture. We all live on the same planet, man.
Absolutely. But do you think, Peter, that we could be reincarnated but come here more than once, and that religious or not, that there was a way that we were all together in another life? Women, cows, birds, whatever.
Oh yeah.
I find that interesting.
But is reincarnation some kind of trap?
Exactly. You mean like a project?
Like a soul trap? To keep us somehow.
A trap. There you go.
Like you say,
that's like the moth.
Until you've learned
going to the light or not going to the light. The moth. Do you
Is
go
it
in the
until
light?
you've actually learned your purpose,
back to Earth instead of, as opposed to gonna go and live a life in that planet, on that galaxy. You're gonna go and live another life as another being, no matter how big or small on that galaxy. Now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Could
So maybe
reincarnation something they've set up to keep us coming back here. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe
it's just
only a few get through the cracks.
Well, would you, Pete? Right? Would you? I mean, I don't know. Would you say maybe? You know, we keep repeating, if we're making this mistakes and we're not learning what is purpose, is that why we don't truly maybe ascend, and that's why we keep maybe just
could be. We all have a lot to learn, and we're always learning. We're like
find
children.
His purpose in it. You know what that's.
Yeah, well, we're a lot like children because we
definitely
fight together. We fight together. We have a hard times dealing in a relationship with people, even to the best of people. There's these little challenges in life that we encounter, problems with neighbors.
Sometimes there's a lot of challenges, Bruce.
Yeah, well, it's like we're in hell.
Lately.
It's like we are in hell here, and it's just that what people expect us to be in a cauldron in hell, in reality,
it's because we're not respecting planet.
We can live well, imagine being able to live your life even when you're in hell, but it's just that there's hell all around you. You know,
maybe if we don't respect the planet, then it will become hell, and that's where, you know, heaven's the planet, and then, you know, if we abuse it, it becomes hell.
Oh, absolutely. You know? Everyone we
it's
know,
just an idea.
Everyone we know is going to die. Everyone we love,
eventually,
die, our parents die, or the animals die. We die. I mean, it's, you know, it's a hell of a stress, and humans are really brave. And listen to this. Hear me out. I've always said that aliens come and choose humans to work for them in theory, in space, on space projects, because humans are naive. They love power. They love fame and money. If you promise them certain things, they'll do something. They'll do anything. A human will do anything.
So a lot can be basically easily influenced and persuaded into
send them out into space,
you know, some whatever rooms or whatever, into whatever you want them to believe in it.
Indoctrinated, mind controlled.
Correct, yeah.
And now, go ahead.
Soul trap the soul trap machines comes. There's a couple people talking about this, and they're all saying the same story. It came from the remote viewers. They wanted to remote view what happens to your spirit when you die. So they remote viewed and they followed the death of a person and the spirit. And you apparently it's like a near-death experience. The white tunnel of light.
Yeah.
The spirit flies up to the white tunnel of light. But apparently that white tunnel of light is actually a trap. They reckon the aliens have got this it's like a holographic cube. Holographic cube spaceship.
What, like trap your soul or something?
Yeah, and it goes around our planet, and it stops your soul from going off planet and regenerating on another planet. It's a recycling slave system. And when you go into that white tunnel of light,
is that why Anunnaki's got their watch? Yeah, they're going like that, isn't it?
I think so. Like that white tunnel of light sends out a signal of pain and pleasure together.
Is that you don't watch on the wrist,
that signal together traps your soul. Your soul can't resist, has to go to it.
Once you
go in the white tunnel of light, you get sucked in, and then they trap your soul in there. And there's an alien in there, and apparently they put millions of volts into your soul and zap it to wipe all your past life memories. So your soul cannot remember the life you just lived.
Blank you, like MIBs or white
cannot remember what part of the galaxy is your star family, where your soul came from. Can't remember your past lives, anything.
This is why some people get these regressions,
then the alien comes along and goes, all right. They also do that so it stops your psychic abilities, so you can't communicate. Help me,
so you can't reach out, and that's why.
You can't call for help. Sort of thing.
It stuns your spirit and its psychic abilities and all that. The pineal gland stuff from the spirit. You can't use your psychic abilities or mental telepathy or help or anything. What happens next? They found in the process this alien that controls this soul trap machine comes over.
I can't believe you're saying this. This is really good.
He implants false memories of a false life that you just lived.
Now you see, you have to have the implant. You have to have the implant because there's a manipulation. The control, the manipulation.
Then it puts a scenario in you, like you just went to the pearly gates, you saw St. Peter, and God come over and said, "It's not your time yet. You need to go back." And
it's reality illusion.
It's like a slave recycling soul trap machine to keep your soul stuck on this planet, recycling as a slave. Never knowing where you were in your past lives, what you did, nothing.
There's a connection.
Do you think this is where deja vu comes in sometimes as well?
There's a manipulation with the brain.
Yeah, apparently this planet is a dumping ground for all the worst souls in other parts of the galaxy. So, say someone that works for like the domain where the greys are and doesn't pay their taxes, doesn't pay their taxes. They come over, kill him, take everything you own, grab your soul, rip your soul from your body, put it in a little box, and then put it in a spaceship, and then fill it up with all the bad souls that didn't follow the regime.
That's
why they send them, and all the murderers and rapists and child molesters, they put them in a box, put the soul in a box, and then dump them on Earth. They dump them on Earth. That's why they reckon we got so many like serial killers and stuff. Because we got the worst souls.
So this is why we're getting more bad people doing good people.
So they know we're stuck here forever. We can't escape this soul trap machine.
That's why we feel pain. That's why we feel pain.
Yeah, if we like, okay, we're trapped. We're stuck here forever. If we destroy the planet and ourselves,
to them, basically,
we can't even do that, because if we destroy ourselves and the planet, we will all go into that soul trap machine after we destroy the planet and ourselves, and they'll just dump us onto another planet.
So you have
all over again. Over again. Yeah, it's like it's really interesting. It's really interesting theory. There's a couple people saying it. I've heard it a couple of times. They're all saying the same thing, and I was like, if this is real, this is a real problem. We need to figure out.
This could be possible. This could be quite highly possible. Right, and again, this is what you've just said there. It's like, what? I don't know if Federica. Go back to Anunnaki now about these watchers, right? And these, a picture says 1,000 words, doesn't it? Yeah. And this handbag, right? Is it possible? What you just said there, my friend, yeah? This watch is a time cycle of repetitive things where you're going to be trapped back in that bag of manipulation by these so-called gods.
Over and over again, yeah.
Yeah.
And some
could
people,
that be a representation? Because, like I said,
that's why we got religion saying there's you be bad, you're gonna go to hell. You be good, you'll get salvation. All to confuse you and control you, so you just keep going into that soul trap machine.
Yeah, to send you out your head.
Lifetime after lifetime, confused, never remembering anything. That's why they reckon.
What I said the other week to that guy,
flying around here. They're flying around here,
like farts in a trance.
They're looking for their lost family members, other aliens, souls that like died here in like wars with the reptilians or whatever. They got wiped out. Their base got wiped out. They're looking for their souls, trying to save their souls to get them away from the soul trap machine. That's why they're flying around. They're flying around. They're not flying around abducting us. These ones are actually looking for their family members who are still, their soul is still stuck
trying
on
to
the
pick them
planet.
out. It's not like going to an air show and watching Red Arrows or something like that,
Like, I'm just
because it's like
stuff that I've read,
a lot
and
of
I find it very compelling. I find it very compelling.
Like, you see that? It's like, I didn't see no.
When aliens come
it's
to
just
Earth,
certain people. It's like I was saying a week. If you go out too pushy, you go, oh, I'm going to try and get a UFO on my camera. You're not going to do it. It's not going to happen. It's that spirit moment thing in that
the alien
semi-conscious thing in it, and they'll come. And if they only come to them, that like you just said, there must be soul searching or something. Gathering people back. This is all part of this galactic thing.
We can be them. When an alien comes here on Earth, or we see a light around Earth, those lights
I think we are them.
Can be a connection to who we are. If our evolution of our spirituality is evolving, and we start using the pineal gland, and we start opening our minds,
yes,
are we going to see more? Are we going to see more lights? Are those aliens?
I believe so.
Like that
Bruce,
guy,
I believe so.
Is that guy or thing?
What do you think, Pete?
Was he?
What does everybody think? If we open pineal gland, tell Bruce, right? Everybody, let's get his heads together. I believe so. The more we get, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Will you be able to see what star family your spirit belongs to? Because your spirit came from a different part of the galaxy, connected to a different race of star cousins.
That's really
star family. Would you be able to see where your spirit, star family belongs to? Because we're coming from different parts of the galaxy.
Exactly.
Families.
So they would hide names from us or change names so that we would not relate.
That's why they change. That's why they change the names.
Is that so we maybe not make the same mistake and try and learn again? But you get tempted by influenced by certain evils, maybe. And this is again time and time again, like you said, my friend. We keep getting stuck in this thing until we learn.
Yeah, and I'm starting to get
our true purpose. We ain't going to get to where
some of the evil.
Some
of the evil that people think is evil. I don't know anymore. And I'm not talking about pedophilia, beating your wife up. That is evil. But
I'm not going to rule anything out. I'm keeping my options open.
Yeah, but there's exactly. There's some things that we were told was bad. Like a kid. Oh, don't do this because you're going to go deaf. Or don't touch little girls' boobies because then you're going to grow pimples. Or, we can tell kids anything. And we are children.
I got a lot of people doing that.
Right now, all of us, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. But it all has to do with us having energy. Yeah, yes.
I think the hardest part is remembering what they deleted from us. They took it away. They took our memories away.
Control.
That's the hardest part. Some people will live their whole life and never remember anything.
Never. But
never
if
wake up.
Confucius,
It's like they're an NPC.
Fantasy.
It's like
It's
they're an
dangerous.
NPC. It's like they're a dead NPC walking around town, never remembering where they came
All I
from.
can say is this:
That's why if we're stuck in a desert by ourselves for 3 years, or like Confucius to roam the desert, you're going to find the truth out, and
Just gonna grab a drink.
you're gonna find it. Yep, you're gonna find it by nature. Nature is going to tell you. A bird, a tree, a raindrop is going to
100%, Bruce, man.
the leaves moving in the wind. Nature has spoken to me. I got tears from sitting in the woods by myself and understanding the whole energy thing of it all, because it's not just
well,
one thing.
maybe this is one of the things what maybe I've turned out on that, because where I used to live from
Chink,
being
chink.
a kid,
Chink,
I
chink.
lived in
Cheers.
a
Chink, chink.
rural area.
Oh, that's good.
There were no people. I mean, nearest neighbours about half a mile away. There were no bus routes, no shops, no nothing. And I didn't live in a built-up area, and I would go to school and that. My mates said, "Oh, you coming out tonight?" And this over to others, and I'm like, oh. And all I did, I used to just sit and study, and I got my microscope, and I used to build models, and airplane, airpics, Spitfires, just studying that. And this is what I found Nikola Tesla at 8 years old, and that in that book.
Well, get ready. They're going to be.
And I just got isolated, and all I did, I got out to nature. Right? I climbed trees, and I swung off of this, and I swam the river at back in theirs and everything. You know what I mean?
Johnny
and I was like, I was like Mowgli, Jungle Book, mate. You know what I mean?
Johnny
Walking
Appleseed.
back in a pair of shorts and that with hair like this.
Yeah, like Johnny Appleseed planting apples.
But I think that had a big influence on me, because I just distanced myself from the urban life, if you know what I mean. And I just put myself into nature, and I went with nature. And like I said, I've served in the army, and maybe that's what's got me through, because I could smell weather in air. I know it sounds crazy and that, because I do kite surfing and that. But believe me, mate, where I live, right, I don't know if you've heard it, North Sea, which can be cruel. I've nearly drowned 3 times out there. I swim half a mile back, and I got caught out in a storm. But I'm still here, Lifeguards, they were just going, stood there going, oh, there he goes, oh, if you swallowed him out, I'm just dying, I'm just drowning, was it? You know what I mean?
Because we all got a mission. We all got something we have to do.
Yeah, well, I could have gone that day. My mate, he's got a boat, mate. I used to help him out. It took about 2.5 hours, mate, and we used to go out on North Sea, around Biggs and that, about 40 mile out sea, on a 40-metre boat and that. We shoot about 400 lobster pots a day, and I weigh a ton, mate. It's big money in that, but I'll tell you what, mate, it's scary and that out there. It's scary.
That's how it is. That's how it is. But hey, Peter got a good. The other day, have you seen those lights coming back, man, in the sky? I know your neighbor at first. It started off. I remember Peter saying it'd be cool seeing UFOs, and then his neighbor saw one. Then he started getting fucking pieces on the moon. It's at the moment we talked about it, Peter.
What happened?
You just spoke about it.
What happened? What happened then?
Go on, Pete. What happened, man?
I was sitting in Kelly's kitchen, and nothing much was going on, and I was just daydreaming up at the sky, and I just thought to myself, wouldn't it be amazing just to see something really unusual in the sky? And I just randomly imagined 2 like pavement slab, like square ships coming across, black.
What with 3 red lights under them? Like a mobile phone?
No lights, just imagine 2 paving blocks.
Because I've seen 2 over here, right? And they look like, imagine a black mobile phone type shape.
Yes.
But not flying long ways, like flying sideways, and have 3 red lights under. There's a lot of stuff goes off over here. I've been trying to send you all sorts, Bruce, but I don't know if you've got me emails and that. I'll send you some, Pete, and that, and you, my friend, as well. Any is on Facebook or something like that?
Yeah, I'll be checking it out.
I don't really use it.
Though, Peter.
It's on Facebook and that.
Peter, that's interesting.
Find me on there and that. And I usually go through Messenger because it's a bit more, bit quiet and
Right.
private sort of thing.
Yeah,
The
continue.
the madness of it all was, like Bruce was saying, I
When was this, when was
was
this
imagining
beat,
all
like?
they were morphing. I was imagining them morphing into different like shapes, like so.
Like
Anyway,
wobbling about and that.
yeah, just wobbling about, like turning into a puddle every now and again, and then going back into a
I've
square.
got something on
I was
video overnight,
literally
like
just
it was like a space
daydreaming
battle going off
it,
or something.
daydreaming it. And then later on in the day, I stepped out onto the doorstep, and Kelly's neighbour on the opposite side came out to take the bin bags out. Oh no, sorry, he wasn't. He was going to the shops. And he looked at me and he went, all right. He said, and he said I was looking up at the sky. And he says, did you see those black objects that come over the roof earlier? And I didn't think about what I'd been daydreaming about
This is a funny story to
a
listen to.
few hours before.
Yeah, you probably
So
just sat
anyway,
there thinking, yeah, get you, man.
I says, what black objects? And he says, well, me and my missus have just watched out the bedroom window. Two black squares come over the roof. We ran over to the other windows over the other side of the building, and they just turned into like these handkerchief-shaped things, rockling around, and just went off into the distance. We just stood there at the window watching them, and
Yeah, they like the walked or something and then shut off.
What handkerchief
Yeah,
objects?
do it, that, man.
So he tells me,
Straight denial.
Peter tells me
gosh,
he'd love to
We'd
see a
seen something
UFO.
similar here, right?
And then,
Right,
and then he
listen to this, yeah?
arrives. He
My
arrives-
dad's like, he's like, oh, I don't believe in this, I don't believe in that. Right?
Yeah, he arrives the next day.
I've got a picture on it on phone, and I said to my dad the other day and that, I just went, like I say, I just go out random and that, and it was full moon. Our lass has got some beauties for overnight. It looks like
Yeah,
a wall
so-
going up moon.
Peter says the story.
And-
The next day, he says the story. But before that, just hours before that, he tells me, I'm going to start looking outside to see, it'd be fun, me too, to get something. And then he saw that, neighbor sees that. Then he actually got a UFO. Then he saw a piece of a UFO going by in the moon, and then it didn't stop. Then he was like, what the hell?
That man, though, that Pete, what you saw and that sweet house, we seen to me and I tell you, our lass today, she come to me one night, she went, yeah, I've just seen two lights parked up at side of each other, and the shooting stars just come up from the ground and gone up to them, and they both shot off away from it. I went, well, a shooting star don't go up, it comes down.
Yeah.
So I was looking through YouTube and on International Space Station things and that, lo and behold, I goes, hey, look, is that what you saw? She went, yeah. I goes, well, that's what space stations, these two UFOs and this missile or something comes up from Earth and that, and they both shoot off. And she went, that's what I saw.
Incredible.
So, crazy, innit?
My mum saw a UFO like last week with her boyfriend. He's never seen one in her life. He was like, my mum's boyfriend is like, oh, he thinks I'm crazy because I film UFOs all the time. And got pictures of buildings on the moon and UFOs on the moon and UFOs here, on the moon here, there, everywhere. He thought I was crazy. Then he saw one, and I'm like, yeah, now you saw one. My mum was like, they saw it for 15 minutes.
Did it go like this?
It was like a big long diamond, white light, and it was flashing light everywhere, and it was like shooting up and shooting down and moving around, and then it turned into a red circle, then it turned into a green circle. My mum filmed it with her phone for 15 minutes. The video deleted itself off the phone.
That happened to me several times.
Yeah, last year.
She got another video of it for a minute, and she says, I could see it on the phone. I was watching it on the phone. I was recording it.
I can't believe you said that.
She showed me the video. You can't see it. You can see like bits of light flashing and stuff, but like...
How much is this then, mate?
Can't see nothing on the second video.
Said that, man. I can't believe you said that, right? Me and our lass, mate, last year, well, I'd say about August time or something. We've got log burner going in back garden out here and that. Beautiful clear night, summertime. Beautiful. And I don't know which stars it are at time, but we're looking like west to northwest sort of thing.
Yep.
There's these two stars. And we're like, I've got my phone, what I'm on now. And I'm like, just scanning about and filming it, and all of a sudden, between it was like smart Star Wars, mate. And I'm telling you, we lost count after 12, and it was like one after the other, just going poof, 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 like jumping to light speed. So I'm trying to video it, and as we could see it like you just said on screen, like your mum did or whatever, and it come up saying this action you are doing is basically not allowed. And it still drives me mad this day, because I don't, you know, it's like I can film out else, but at that specific moment, why would it not let me record it and saying what I'm doing is an illegal action? I'm sure I said something like that. What I am doing is an illegal action.
I remember my phone doing that, but years
It's
ago.
a Samsung mine, right? Have you had that, Pete?
I have had that happen. I can't remember what.
So it's not just me going out of my mind, then, is it?
I have had that happen to me before, but it was years ago.
I can't even send a video to Bruce and that. I could send pictures to yours, but won't send no videos.
I've had a craft that I think, yeah, I've got a little clip of it. I've had a craft where I've left for work in the morning, and I've looked up and it stopped right above me. Do you remember that little clip, Bruce? Have you seen it? Where a green laser or whatever, it zaps my phone. It just hit.
What is that?
Yeah,
and you explain what happened to the message and what the hell.
I've had drones over my house and that, maybe
that morning.
I've had drones over here, not little quad ones. I'm on about military, them big black ones and that, and like predators and that.
I filmed something tonight. I don't know what's going on, and I swear to God. It's either.
Well, I'll tell you, have you heard of the 77 Brigade?
The UFO, but something.
77 Brigade.
Whether I'm at Kelly's, like tonight, this is the first time I've seen something like this. Something's keeping an eye on me. Somebody or something is keeping an eye on me.
77 Brigade, right?
It's got
since COVID. Can I say this, right? Since we all got shut in as houses and homes and that, right? In UK,
crazy
the military. 77 Brigade has been spying on everybody, tapped into everything, and they tapped into us. I'm ex-mil. I shouldn't be saying this, but I am. Yeah. And
I'm glad you
77 Brigade.
I feel that as well. Right? I feel that.
It is.
I think like that, and I go deep like that, and that resonates with me.
It's on YouTube anyway. There's people. It's out there about it. Redacted in America's on about it, you know what I mean? You know, redacted Clayton and is it Natalie or something? Redacted
the Morrisons.
Yeah, the Morrisons, yeah.
You know, with all this remote viewing and all that, they say if you see like I think it's a little white light in the corner of your periphery and then it goes. It's supposed to be something to do with remote viewing or some sort of technology, like remote viewing, and they're watching you. And then when you clock it, it disappears.
So that's, you know, when someone's looking in it, you know, right? I mean, I don't know how it is for the rest of you all in that round world and that, but here in UK, right, Pete, you'll notice, you know, when we went first lockdowns and all that, they took all street lamps down, put new ones up, didn't they?
Yes, they did, yeah.
Well, they're on 5G. They're on for 5G, and they've got cameras in, and they can. Listen, they've had this app.
5G bullshit. 5G. It's just to activate the shit in your blood. But anyways, I'm not even allowed talking about that. But
well, let's forget about that, innit? That's it. You know, I've got one for you, mate. I found this out, mate. I want you to check it out. Help me out on it. Apparently, you know our Milky Way.
Oh, your question,
yeah. I've got one for you. You were on about SSP, weren't you, Pete?
Yeah.
We'll come to that in a minute, but a quick one for you all, because this is something little homework for you all. I want your opinions and that. Help me out. Apparently, last 2 years, this is in colleges and universities worldwide, and what they found is, you know, when we're looking at Milky Way, you get that band in the sky. Oh yeah, that's Milky. All right. Well, apparently, that's a Sagittarius constellation colliding, and I've said this for ages ago, because going off up 4.5 billion years ago, you know, the Big Bang was all this and every bombardment. 13.8 billion years ago, our galaxy collided with another galaxy, forming Milky Way.
On a Tuesday.
And that's apparently now they've proved it. Vatican's, you know, all of them. It's Sagittarius. So what we're seeing, what we're going, oh, that's Milky Way band. That Sagittarius galaxy emerging in, and apparently our solar system was originally from Sagittarius and not the Milky Way, and now we've like merged into our position. But maybe what's going on?
That could be what caused the Big Bang. We merged, of course, like the Milky Way.
Exactly, 13.8 million years ago when they go. So every bombardment and all that. So all this.
Yeah, they merge,
these wars and gods and that is the every bombardment where galaxies emerge and that, because our system wasn't actually originally at Milky Way, so it's, you know,
solar system
it's attracted Nibiru in, you know, are these some missing keys that's already there in ancient Texas, but we haven't
got
the
solar system going at 780,000 miles an hour. The sun's going at a certain speed. Hey, the sun, it goes around the Milky Way once every, I think, 53 million years. It's like, what?
Yeah.
That means there's always a different sky. We're never in the same place. We're always moving.
My theory is this, right? Listen to this, right? And this is a question to what's the name?
Peter.
Channel 4. I forgot it. Channel 4. Sorry, I apologize. Like, but from other week. So about time and linear and you know, like, think, right, well, how's this, right? I'm going to throw this at you all, see what you think. I work on light and, you know, everything's right, but think inertia. You're on a gravity wheel, yeah?
Yep.
And it speeds up, and eventually you get to a velocity, and because there's a barrier there, you stick to it. So you know you're not going to come off. But if that barrier wasn't there, that inertia, so you know, eventually it'll expand, won't it? You know, everything expands. So you know, supposedly moon's, you know, getting further and further away each year by so many whatever, and actually been proven that the Earth speeded up slightly.
And it's the third year. So the third year it's speeding up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, how about this, right? Earth's core. I'm just saying, oh, it's slowing down. That maybe the core's not slowing down. Maybe it's the outer surface running on its lubrication and mold. Yeah, that's speeding up slightly more.
Different layers.
If you speed something up, as like a dragster cars, they have really soggy tires, don't you know, them big long skinny car things.
Yeah, because
when the gas tire goes and grows with speed,
the friction with the oil.
Yeah, and all this. Well, if you think if we're spinning faster, it's gonna make it expand, so it's gonna scrub through all, you know, ions and everything from sun and all that.
There's another echo
somewhere.
Somebody open. There's another page open right now.
Oh, cool.
No, but there's an echo. Did somebody just open the page?
Ain't touched nothing.
Somebody just came on.
No, it's not me.
That's online right now.
Not guilty. I don't know.
Can you guys hear that?
It's echoing.
I've got no echo here. I've had a delay on my difference from my TV.
You sound all right
since I've been on, but I've dealt with it.
So you guys sound okay, but I have an echo. I'm the one with the echo.
When I talk, it echo.
That's impossible. I don't have anything else open. That is impossible. That's pissing me off now.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Anyways, well, can you guys hear the echo too?
I can hear you echo.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, everybody has an echo.
Everybody's echoing.
I'm okay. I ain't got no echo.
No, Pete's not echoing.
I'm sorry.
I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
There's only people who sound.
sounds like every freaking word we're saying. We got it all.
Jesus.
If Earth is speeding up, shut up, Bruce. If Earth is speeding up, the core that stopped is going to permit Earth. Shut up, Bruce. Is going to permit Earth. Can't concentrate. It's going to permit Earth to go faster and to rotate faster because the core is not rolling. This sucks.
I can't think either.
We're going to be
Just zapped my brain.
I think we're going to be ending.
Maybe we've been invaded.
Yeah.
Someone's opened up another tab.
Maybe we've stepped over the line. We know too much.
Jesus Christ, that's crazy.
I feel like I'm watching the Chinese flick again with you, like the delay.
It's like watching the Bruce Lee movie, innit?
I feel like I'm in a bad episode of Dwarf.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to stop it because then people are gonna get so mad watching this later.
Right, I'll fight.
Yeah.
Let me hey, listen, guys, I don't want to cut you off, but we'll do it again. And I'm gonna go on to the stream just to finish off with a thank you to them all.
I know we're a bit echoey, right, Bruce? I'm going to put some questions in comments, right? Anybody, reads it and that. I want to read your opinions. You, Bruce, you, Pete, you, my friend, everybody, yeah?
Holy shit.
Get us together.
That'd be crazy.
Bruce, before you go,
yeah,
I said I would tell you this, pass on the message, but do you remember Planet X Hunter? He's now called Dave's Waffle House.
It depends which one you mean. There's one I had a problem with.
That rings a bell.
Well, anyway, he told me to tell you he was I think he was on about a Wednesday stream. It could have been Friday, but he said he was watching me on your stream. I think it was Wednesday, and he said he sent you a super chat, but for some reason he's blocked. Okay, I just thought I'd pass that on to you.
Going off, man.
Really? I'll check
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah, listen, Dave, I've
used to be Planet X Hunter, but now it's Dave's Waffle House. He's changed the channel name. So whether that's got anything to do with it, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, listen, I appreciate that, man, for you letting me know that. Oh my God, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Who's got another tab open? Someone
MK Ultra.
Someone opened up another tab, but now it's echoing.
Jesus, Murphy.
MK Ultra in the house. Yeah, man. Donny Crew.
Comchat. Houston?
That would be old school, that, mate. That would be younger days.
Houston, we have a problem. There's spaceships on the lunar crater.
Houston, we have a problem.
There's somebody watching us on the moon, Houston.
Mars. Comchat.
They're watching us. They're watching us doing experiments on the moon.
Could you imagine me being on a mission, having to get to the moon, but
hey, do you know what?
There's an echo in the background.
It's sorted itself out, hasn't it?
But I wanted the echo to do my trick. How come there's no fucking echo now?
Echo.
Somebody's been on the good old whiskey doing the live AMA streams again. Cheers, baby.
You know what?
Well, I said MK Ultra.
We have to all be on whiskey. Would have been okay. We would have all been okay with the whiskey.
Like to unlimited. No.
There's no limit.
Trying to shut us up in it again.
Oh, what else have I got?
This beat is techno
Come on, then, Pete. Where are we? What we at now? Pete, run about. Come on, where are we, Pete?
Up the jam. Pump it up.
I was going to talk about because you was talking about a dark fleet before, weren't you?
Yeah. Well, you said do I know anything about?
Here we go. Rabbit holes. Let's go in the rabbit holes. I love a good rabbit hole.
How deep do you want to go? Do you want the red pill or the blue pill?
I take the red and the blue pill together at the same time.
Let's go, baby. That's greedy.
I want a Tylenol.
See, the way I see it, if there's a dark fleet, if there's the Nazis are in space and they've been doing bad things there. That's what they've been saying. They're making a bad name for us.
Well, they've not been actually up to any good, really. But
that means they were the first to the moon and Mars back in the 40s.
Oh yeah.
That rewrites history. America would never have that. America's like, no, we beat the Russian, we beat the cosmonauts. We went there first. They'll never admit it. They'll never disclose that.
Vacancy was getting there.
They don't want to change history. It's like, wait, the Nazis went there in the 40s.
It's like earlier what Bruce was saying about the royal family and everything, being German and whatnot.
I know, and I've said
Absolutely.
I've sworn an oath, I'm getting into a lot of trouble here and that.
Everyone's a spy.
Oh, it's echoing again. Oh God, it's me. I've opened my mouth.
Fucking echo again.
He pressed his touch phone and he opened up 5 menus. Now he's got 5 windows open. They're all echoing 5 times over. There's aliens mining on the moon. Space forces on the moon.
You know what it sounds like, eh? Listen
Buildings on the moon.
Listen to this, guys. Don't talk. Listen to this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the races this afternoon. We'll be in first position. Michael Barrett with the car 18 will become. This is what I'm hearing. Just
place your bet.
I have to listen to the replay.
Yeah, exactly.
Replay.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Remember that.
I am gonna.
Scott Chandler. Re-record, not fade away. Re-record, not fade away. It's that skeleton and that Scotch video.
Skeleton and he's got a skeleton parrot in the cage, yeah.
Yeah. Re-record, not fade away.
Fade away.
Got another beer, man?
There's been old advert for VHS tapes called Scotch.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, we'll have to do that again. Yes, that looks good.
And on the apple cider.
Yeah, obviously we're not allowed to talk about the old space force. Not unless you've got Tourette's.
Take it. Here. I have one for you.
It'd be awesome showing up.
Cheers, Moonmaster. Cheers, Moonmaster. I teleported him a beer. A special teleport device. The Palladians and Arcturians gave it to me. And I was rest in my SAP program.
I got to listen to all your accents with the echo. It's like it's a total test. It's like, all right, it's coming up.
Yeah, man.
Oh my God. But seriously, guys.
Hey, it's good to laugh, though, isn't it? Good to laugh, though, innit? In it.
Bugger.
All right, Governor. Enough of this bollocks with your echo. This echo is Berlin.
Yes, it's a Yankee Oscar echo over.
The what?
I'm all bollocks out with this echo. Yeah. How much bollocks can I take? Of Berlin.
I'm sure I'm dreaming right now. I want to wake up in a dream.
I stole some oranges from the governor's tree so I could get me scurvy. Now the governor's trying to get me.
That's terrible, Bruce. That's really bad.
I don't know about this, right? I'll be thinking, look, one for you. Here you are. Yeah,
phone call.
Mute. Okay, mate. This is doing my head in.
I just turned the telly up, man, just to listen. That's insane. That is. Whoa. I couldn't deal with that.
That's too much, Governor.
That's crazy. I like to cat in the background there.
Space Force.
Yeah, do you know that channel, Only Real UFOs? He's got a video of what I think is the Dark Fleet going across the moon. Just loads of them. Them ships that are shaped like a ray, They've got like a weird shape.
Mm.
That's what I think of the Dark Fleet, man. I think they're their main ships that they go out cruising on.
Yeah, well, is it Emerald Smith? And,
They say the Dark Fleet has like long diamonds. These long, those long diamond ships, and then these teardrop,
RTV3, isn't it?
like teardrop
Yeah,
shape.
I've heard of
Hey,
the
don't mean
teardrop
to cut
ones.
you off, guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to shut her off. I got a phone call to make, and I guess I'll talk to you all soon. I'm going freaking nuts with the echo right now.
It's like being a baseball thing or a football match, isn't it? You know, commentators are like, yeah, we echo in it.
It's like it's tickling the hairs in my ear. But anyways, we'll be doing this again real soon.
I think they're doing it, whatever. I think it's because they might think whatever we're saying, we might be forgetting what we're saying. I'm just saying it, so we've got to read it again and again and again and again.
I was going to say something like that.
He had to say it again and again and again. Eh?
Crazy this one, isn't it? Start talking about space force,
and then it goes like 3 times.
Aliens on the moon. Aliens on the moon. Aliens on the moon. Buildings on the moon. There's UFOs on the moon. UFOs on the moon. Buildings on the moon.
REM, who put the man on the moon? The man on the moon.
I still don't know where that fucking echo is coming from.
REM. Oh yeah, that. All of the Rigby Bruce, yeah. It's all the lonely people.
How can you all hear yourselves? Mother Mackenzie.
Me head shafted, mate.
All right, guys. So I guess I am going to get off. I'll be talking to you all real soon.
Hey, you know what? I buzzed up it. We'll have to try and get it so we're not getting the old echo next time, but this is the way.
Yep.
This is the way.
Yes.
It's
definitely.
the portal that's open. That's why.
Combined minds.
My spaceship is calling me. The
And one last thing, I know it's a bit echoey, but I forgot whose names it is. I'm working on bloody light box as much as I can, right? The bloody soldier, it's burnt out, so I've got to get a bloody new one now. So that no ever goes right for me. Bloody channel's pissed up with echoing and that. I'm going to get on with it. So stay angry.
All right, Governor.
I'm going to pretend I understood that. I understood nothing, so but no, I can't hear it. Nothing.
Stay crazy.
All I'm hearing is
Eyes open, be safe.
yeah.
All of you, yeah? Eyes open,
Absolutely.
be safe.
Absolutely, guys.
Yeah.
So talk to you all soon. Thanks. I love you guys. Gabber,
See you later, Bruce. See you later, Joe.
Pleasure,
See you later,
bro.
Gabba.
Pleasure and honor.
thanks,
Oh,
guys.
Hope to see you all soon.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
See you on the flip side.
Cheers, mate.
Bye-bye, guys.